bring it back here. Does anyone else have to like walk through the steps like verbally while they're doing something to make sure that they're like doing them correctly? Just me? Okay, I get it. All right, guys. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you all. This is Everything with Erica, where tonight we are talking about tariffs. All right, we want to know what Donald Trump supporters think about the tariffs. All right, how the blanket tariffs that Trump has implemented is impacting the markets, the global economy, even people here at home, everyday people like you and I. We want to know what they think about all of it. All right. So we're going to have these conversations. We don't even talk about the formula that he used to come up with charging the tariffs, which is absolutely hilarious. All right. I think that'll be the first thing that I'll read off to you guys about. All right. So let's do this. Also, we have something new happening here. I have the Ops call in line. All right. Ops, you can call 347. I can't see that number. That's small as hell. 347-280-3447. All right. If you want to have a conversation on Twitch or YouTube, that is the number for you to call. If you're with us here on TikTok, by all means, do request up so that we can have these conversations. All right. I like talking. Okay. All right. I'm not here to argue with you. I'm not even going to debate you. All right. Because I honestly believe that you cannot debate facts. All right. Tis it, tis all. So with that being said, if you'd like to have a talk, a conversation, a dialogue about all that is going on, by all means request up and we'll just happen to go from there. I want to thank you all so much for being here because you could be anywhere else in the world, but you are here with me and I appreciate you. So while you're here, let's do all of the good things. Let's tap, tap, tap that screen, share the live, take care of the gift goals. When the panel is here, take care of them too. All right. So let's just see what happens and, let's have some fun. Let's just have some fun. So, guys, how many of you are actually familiar? Hello, Alex. How many of you are actually familiar with the Plaza Accord? Okay. So the Plaza Accord was an agreement in 1985 between the G5 nations. So at the time, it was France, Germany, the United States, and the United Kingdom and Japan. All right. Basically, what they did is they agreed to devalue devalue the dollar, bring down how much the dollar is worth. All right. And the reason why they did that in simple terms that I can understand. All right. Because I ain't trying to make this all complicated. Hi, Jalen. All right. Oh, you're saying you know what it is. Pay attention, Erica. Track your own conversation. Okay. So, all right. So, with that being said, is basically so that US imports could become more competitive in the market. Because basically, what ends up happening a lot is that the dollar is so strong that when we import items, let's say we import something from, I'll just use a random country. Let's say we import something from Japan. Importing it from Japan, we would pay like $35 for it. Whereas if they import it, we export it and they import it into Japan themselves, then they can end up paying like 3 yen for it, which is like $1. All right. So is what Trump is doing is that he's seeing that as the trade deficit. And it doesn't really make sense. But that's what it is. You had to come home, District 11. Welcome home, baby. Welcome home. All right. Welcome home. All right. And so basically, that's what they wanted to do. But I am going to read off this here. All right. So, because it makes sense in my mind, but got to be able to eloquently explain it. All right. So this is the Plaza Accord. It basically was intended to correct trade imbalances between the US and Germany and the US and Japan, but it only corrected the trade balance with the former. All right. The former being Germany. All right. So let's see here. It was signed September 22nd of 1985. Kamala hiding. What's she hiding from? You mean she enjoying her life? You should come up and tell us all about Kamala hiding because she's enjoying her life. All right. While watching everything that she said would happen. That's what she's doing. All right. Anywho. Okay. So I keep getting invites to co-host. How do I turn those off? Like, stop inviting me to co-host. All right. So guys, with that, all right, the Plaza Accord led to the yen and the Deutsche Mark dramatically increasing in value relative to the dollar. So the dollar went down, but Germany and Japan's currency, their value went up. All right. And then let's see here. And it says an unintended consequence of the Plaza Accord was that it paved the way for Japan's lost decade of sluggish growth and deflation. For some reason, my tongue didn't want to say lost. I don't know why. It just didn't want to say lost. It was the strangest thing ever. It was weird. Like, I want to say lost. All right. So, guys, who wants to have a talk? I don't think I'm gonna collect any MAGAs tonight, so, like, you guys shouldn't be afraid. Also, this is not a safe space for Donald Trump supporters, all right? So you get 2 times to, get an invite, all right? If you decline, guess what ends up happening? You can yap from outside of the club. This is not a safe space for Trump supporters. I will not have it. Not in this live, you won't. Not over here. You can do that at somebody else's house, but you're not gonna do that over here. All right. So mods that I matter of fact, can we do something? I need to know what mods are here because y'all be cheating. All right, y'all just be cheating on me. Okay, mods, can you do me a favor and drop a 1 in the chat? All right, there's Irene. I see Irene. Hi, Irene. Mods. All right, Jamie is here. Fantastic. Who else is here? All right, Chum is here. Trisha's here. All right, Bet. Ren is here. Okay, fantastic. Alina's here. All right. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. I don't want to do karaoke so soon. Brittany is here. Okay, great. I got mods. All right, so mods, if you see them, I understand midnight is cool. So if you see them, oh, I don't know what's happening, Oak Tree. I don't know what's happening. Did they call me fat? Is that what it was? It's okay. I appreciate you though. All right. So if you see them talking nonsense in the chat and they thinking that this is a safe space for them, by all means, please invite them up so that we can have a conversation. I would love to talk to them. I would love to talk to them. Yes, I would love to talk to them. I really would. It'd be nice. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. So, guys, yes, let's keep doing all of the good things because we need Trump supporters up here. Well, we don't need them necessarily, but like we want to talk to them. You know, I want to see where their mindset is at because all I keep hearing from Trump supporters is, oh, it's going to bounce back. Oh, it's going to recover. It's going to recover. Like, no, not the way in which he's doing it. Not the way in which he is doing it. Drea, when did you become a mod? That's cool though. I like it. Wait, hey, Alina, can only super mods send requests or no? I thought like all mods could. Super mods could just handle the panel. Alina will tell me. Oh, okay. Well, I decreased my super mods because people was getting a little bit too a little too rogue. That's the word I'll use, rogue. People weren't listening. All right. I don't like when people like just randomly drop people unless they know. Like Alina, Santana, and Ren, they know me. So they know, like, they know the look. All right. But you know, so yeah. There's that. So guys, let's see here. Oh, okay. Yeah, I was just like, you get a mod, you get a mod, you get a mod. Who wants a mod? Who wants to be a mod? All right. But yeah, if you voted, are you telling me that out of 162 people, all of you are friendlies? All of you are friendlies? Do I have to go back to the other one? I don't want to go back to the other one. Okay, I guess I gotta go back to the other one. Nobody wants to talk about tariffs. I tried. Truth is, guys, I'm okay with doing what is MAGA. I don't care. It's what it is. Tis what it is. Okay, let's see here. Ba, 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 da, ba, da. I can't see. Did I save those? Oh, I didn't save them. I'm a genius. Hold on one moment. I have a lot of photos from yesterday. Okay, here we go. Nope, that's the tariff. I don't want to do that one. Ew. Oh, wait, I don't have it? Fudge stickles. Oh, there it goes. Okay, cool. So what is MAGA? All right, and we have our call-in line, the 347-280-3447. All right, there we go. All right. If you voted for Donald Trump, by all means, request up. Let's have a conversation. I'm still going to talk about tariffs. All right. Did you all cry when Dems wanted tariffs balanced? Come tell us about that. You don't have your request on, but Dino, by all means, please request up. Please request up before I have to do the thing. And I don't want to do the thing. Hey, Mallory. Yes, guys, come on. Let's have a conversation. Let's do this. Let's go. Also, I figured having the camera set up like this is going to force me to work on my posture. It's like, God, Jesus, Louises. All right, shoulders back, chest up. Okay, like band camp. All right. Let's see here. Yeah, I don't want to do the thing though. I'm sorry. What's your setup look like? What do I mean? I have 2 lights and then I have a ring light in front of me. So 2 lights on the side, ring light in front of me. I have a podcast console. I have 2 monitors. One just has a TikTok on it. Another one has a screen that I can look up stuff on. And then I have my MacBook here to get phone calls. And I have my water. This is my water. Oh, wait, I got to bring it this way. I'm mirroring. This is my water. I got a cup of ice from the S place, but I ain't drinking no ice. I have an Xbox controller. I have my some of my books. I have my notebooks. I have my glasses back here. What? That's my setup. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah. So guys, by all means, how is all that not burning your eyes? No, my eyes don't burn. No. The lights aren't harsh. They aren't harsh. They're just lights. They aren't harsh. Okay, who's in the requests? All right, let's see what happens, guys. We have our first person. Oh my gosh. Hi, Raymond. How are you?
Fine.
Oh, glad to hear it. All right. Did you vote for Donald Trump?
Of course.
Oh, okay. Awesome. All right. Why are you so happy about
America first since 2015 when he said America first. We got tired of politicians, after the Clintons, after the Bushes, who was there before? Too many politicians that failed the American people. So we wanted somebody new, somebody fresh, a businessman.
A businessman. All right. Do you often practice this speech in the mirror? I just want to know. Because sometimes I be practicing in the mirror too. I be like, I'm going to say this. But when they say this, I'm going to say that. Do you be doing that?
No, I got to practice. Actually, I'm giving a PowerPoint presentation in a class that I'm taking. So I'll go into an empty classroom and then I'll project it and then I'll make believe I'm already presenting it.
Oh, okay. All right. I get it. All right,
nothing
Raymond.
nothing to do with this politics crap.
Okay, Raymond. So you said that you voted for Donald Trump because he's a businessman and you wanted something new, right?
Just like MLK registered Republican in 1956. Just
that
like
is untrue.
Malcolm X. Very true.
That
Look
is
it up.
Untrue. No,
very true.
I don't have to.
Look, he was a reverend.
True.
He hated abortion. He was a reverend.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir.
Abortion.
Do you just plan to speak over me the entire time? I hope that's not what you plan to do. Sir, this is not a debate. We don't have to yell at each other. We're talking. All right. Do you yell at the people in the grocery store? If you do, sir, hold on. I wasn't finished. Sir, I wasn't finished. If you yell at the people in the grocery store, then we're going to need to get you some help.
The white liberal is the worst enemy of and then he used the N-word.
What did Malcolm X say about the white conservative?
He said that the white Democrat, the liberal, is the worst enemy. It's like a sheep and a wolf in sheep's clothing.
But what did he say about the conservative sir? We can't. Hey, listen, we can't pick and choose. We can't just pick and choose like that, though.
The Latino have more can think better, and the black people can't think by themselves. That's what Biden said.
Do you have any sources for any of this stuff that you're saying? Because it sounds like you're just making up stuff.
To keep their slaves, the Democrats.
As a mutual would say, are you sundowning? Sir,
the party that founded the KKK.
I really would like to have an actual conversation with you, but I can if you're jumping all over the place. Okay. So let's tackle one thing at a time. Is that okay with
As a
you?
black woman, you have no reason to
Sir,
be Democrat.
sir,
They invest.
sir, please, please, please. Can you stop? Now, we can address a few different things here. The first thing we can address is Donald Trump being a businessman. All right.
Are you still focused on that?
So now, yes, I am, because you
Well,
said a
I'm
lot.
not.
So,
I'm not.
so what do you want to talk about? I'm listening.
How the Democrats is the worst party for the black person.
Are you a black person, sir? Raymond, are you
No,
black?
but
Then how do
a
you
man
get to
can be a
talk on black
gynecologist.
issues? How
A
do you
man
get
can
to
be a
talk on
gynecologist.
the black
All
community? You are
rappers
not
voted
black,
Trump.
sir.
All
Sir,
rappers voted
You're not
Trump.
black. You're
All
not black.
rappers voted
Sir,
Trump.
you don't
I'm
have a
Latino.
source that says all rappers voted Trump. Okay?
Yes.
You're not
Snoop
black.
Low,
You're
Black
not black.
Latinos for
Okay?
Trump.
You're not black. Sir,
All
you're
Snoop
not like
Dogg,
us.
they all
You're not
voted
like
Trump.
us.
They in
Raymond,
2024, they all
Raymond.
voted Trump.
But you're not like us, Raymond, so you don't get to talk about the black community, all right?
Yes,
you
I
can try
do.
that elsewhere. No, you
I
don't.
know a lot
You
about
don't.
black people.
But we can talk about the fact that Donald Trump is an awful businessman with the 6 bankruptcies,
I know
2
a lot about
hotels,
the
and
black.
4 casinos. Do you want
I
to
know
talk
a
about
lot
over
about
like
the
over
black
his 100 failed
community.
businesses? Hey, Raymond, when's the last time you flew Trump Air?
I'm an expert.
When was the
in black
when was the
community.
last time you had a Trump steak? All right. What about that Trump water? Did you ever go watch his arena football team? Did you get tickets, season passes? Did you?
President for the black community,
Huh?
Obama.
Did
Obama
you
was
get
the
that?
worst president.
Oh, so you don't want to talk about something that you actually can speak on. All right. You just want to get up here and try to make microaggressions and be a bit racist, huh? That's what you want to do?
Obama, the worst president for the black community.
By God, today.
That Muslim boy, that biracial, half white tea.
Anywho, Raymond, I think that you are sundowning. I think that you need to seek help, because if this is how you go about having conversations with people, sir, it's giving maladaptive behavior.
Obama is half
and I
white
honestly
tea.
think that you need to get help.
We've
Tis all.
We've
That's all I
never
got to
had
say
a
to
black
that.
president.
Okay, all right.
And
Okay,
Kamala's
Raymond.
not qualified.
Well, with that said, Raymond, you have a great night, sir. Because what the hell was that? What was that?
Wow.
It's so unnecessary.
That was much. That
You
was
didn't want to talk about anything. What was that? Thank you for the heart me. Hey, Sean. Okay. Jeez Louise. All right, guys. Let's keep doing all of the good things, guys. Let's, I see it. Let's tap that screen. Let's share the live, but don't spam share it. I know how I feel about that. All right. Also, let's oh wait, Ren's not here yet. Okay, but it's okay. Ren is here. She will be up later. Okay, she's here, I promise. All right, guys. So Dino or Dino?
It's Dino. How you doing, Erica?
Dino. I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm all right.
All right, awesome. You voted for Trump?
I did.
Okay. All right. Fantastic. All right. So what do you think about how he's destroying the American economy?
Well, I don't know that he's destroying the American economy. I think that his vision is to in place these tariffs. People will come to the table, and I think that it's going to help build. Sorry about that. It's going to build the United States back to where we're manufacturing inside our country again. I know there were Dems that wanted to have fair trade and the tariffs to be equalized. I know Nancy Pelosi pushed for that. I know you rolled your eyes. Did you see that?
Yeah, you saw me do that. I'm so sorry.
Oh, yeah.
My bad.
So you don't know that Nancy Pelosi wanted to do the same thing that Trump's doing right now?
Yeah, no, she didn't want to do this.
I heard it out of
There's
her
a
own
difference.
mouth.
There's targeted. Okay, what source? Where'd you read it?
I watched her say it.
Okay, where did you watch her say that? Tell me and I'll look it up. I don't mind looking up information.
It was on the television. I don't know what.
You don't know where? Like, what did she say? Tell us, and I'll look it up. So you said Nancy Pelosi.
Now this was now granted, it wasn't 2-3 years ago. It was probably 15, 20 years ago.
Oh.
And she talked about the tariffs not being equal.
Okay. Yeah, she didn't say that. Anywho, moving on.
Say that?
So with Nancy Pelosi, all right. Well, actually, I would say with any politician with some common sense, with good sense, not common, because my friends don't like when I say common sense, so I'm working on it. All right. But with any politician with good sense, all right, they definitely believe in targeted tariffs. There's nothing wrong with import duties. All right. There's nothing wrong with import duties. The main problem is when we do blanket tariffs like Donald Trump is doing, lying to you all saying that they're reciprocal when they're not reciprocal. All right. Reciprocal means the same. Do unto me as I do unto you, and vice versa. All right. So if I'm charging you a 50% tariff on something, then you charge me a 50% tariff. All right. No, that's not what Donald Trump is doing. All right. He's just he used this little stupid formula. All right, that I'll explain to you in just a moment, to come up with the math. That's what he did. All right. He basically took the trade deficit, divided it in half, and then multiplied it by some number, is what he did. So the trade deficit with the country. Because what would be the point with like the McDonald's Allen, like why are we charging penguins tariffs?
So you're back still on the penguin thing?
No, I'm not back on it. I'm just wondering why.
I know you went to that.
We can move past it. We can move past it, but I still want to know why.
I don't
give
know
me an
why.
answer.
I don't
exactly.
Know why.
You don't know why, because your man's not smart. That's why.
What about the other tariffs?
He's not that bright.
Okay.
So there's that. All right. So with that being said, Dino, okay. What about the stock market? What do you think is going to happen there? The S&P is down by 6% still. All right. The Japanese market lost 8%. Germany is down. So is China. France, the UK, like everywhere, it is just down.
The Dow Jones Industrial is the same that it was 1 year ago today.
That is a lie.
No, look it up. I looked it up. Look it up. It was 38,000 April 11th. 20.
Today is the 7th.
Okay. I'm off by a couple days. Sorry.
Okay. I was like,
it was 37,000
the same day.
Change. Okay.
But didn't the Dow Jones have massive gains over to the year 2024, and now they lost those same gains? So there's that.
You said a year ago.
No. Hold on. Didn't they have massive gains all throughout the year though? And they lost those gains. Oh, okay. I just want to make sure. Because as far as we know, the Dow Jones is actually down by 5.5%. So there's that.
Which is
all right. So give me a source that says that the Dow Jones, all right, is at the same amount today as it was a year ago. Give us a source. If not, you can move on. I don't gotta look up nothing. Listen, man, let me tell you something. I don't gotta do nothing but stay black and die. All right.
Yeah,
Stop telling me what to do. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Well, you don't want to.
Now, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna tell you to look it up.
Hang on.
Give us a source.
I'll look it up. I don't know how to show it to you though. I'm looking up on my phone.
You don't have to show it to me. You can tell me. I'll look at it. Really, Mr. Itchy? That's crazy. I'm gonna have to look at that. Guys, I think we're gonna be reading some news. If you have the teacup, Dino, it's okay. You can.
I don't know what teacup means, but
that means you're outside of the app.
Right. Okay. Well, I'm on my other phone.
Oh, y'all. This really happened? Wow. God dang it. I hate the Washington Post because they're going to make me try to pay for it. And I want to, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just going to pay for it. Here we go. PayPal. One moment. Doing something because I really want to read this article. Agree and save.
April 9th, Dow Jones Industrial, 37,735.11. Today,
all right, and then you want to
965.
Now, do you want to talk about the gains? Do you want to talk about the gains that the Dow made over the last year and how they've been completely wiped out? Okay, we can. Okay, good, great. But here's the deal. I want to do story time with the chat right quick. I want you to listen.
Will come back.
Dino, I want you to listen.
It's called a fluctuation.
Dino, I want you to listen. Listen, we're reading a story. Jeez Louise. This is from the Washington Post, guys. It was published today at 7:46 Eastern Standard Time. It says Musk made direct appeals to Trump to reverse sweeping new tariffs. Wow. That's crazy. All right. Over the weekend, as Elon Musk launched into a barrage of social media posts criticizing one of the lead White House advisors for President Donald Trump's aggressive tariff plan, Musk was going over that same official's head and making personal appeals to Trump. The attempted intervention, confirmed by two people familiar with the matter who spoke on the condition of anonymity I hope I said that right, to discuss private talks, has not brought success so far. Trump threatened Monday to add new 50% tariffs on imports from China to go along with the 34% taxes he announced last week. Good grief. All right, the president did signal he was open to negotiations on some aspects of his policy. Musk, meanwhile, posted a video to X in which the late conservative economist Milton Friedman touted the benefits of international trade cooperation. No poop. All right. The impersonal operation of prices, as he put it, breaking down the sources of the materials that go into a simple wooden pencil. Musk's break with Trump over a signature administration priority marks the highest profile disagreement between the president and one of the key advisors, who poured nearly $290 million into backing him and other Republicans in the last year's elections, and has been leading the U.S. DOJ service cost-cutting efforts since January. Musk also has disagreed with other members of Trump's coalition on issues such as H-1B visas for skilled immigrants and on DOJ's approach to government spending. On Saturday, Musk took aim at the administration official who has been key to developing the tariff plans, White House trade advisor Peter Navarro, lighting into his credentials. A PhD in econ from Howard is a bad thing, not a good thing, Musk wrote. That's funny. Navarro did not respond to a request for comment. The president has put together a remarkable team of highly talented and experienced individuals who bring different ideas to the table, knowing that President Trump is the ultimate decision maker. Y'all remember when Bush said that shit and we were like, no, you ain't. No, you not. What you mean? You the ultimate decider. No, you the final decision. No, you can't be that. We don't live in a dictatorship. Anywho, this is what White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt said in a statement. When he makes a decision, everyone rows in the same direction to execute. That's why this administration has done more in 2 months than the previous admin. That is a lie. In an interview with Italian Deputy Prime Minister Matteo Salvini over the weekend, Musk also said he would like to see a free trade zone between Europe and the United States. At the end of the day, I hope it's agreed that both Europe and the United States should move ideally, in my view, to a zero tariff situation. Musk also said that he would like more freedom for people to move between countries in Europe and the United States and work in either if they wish. That has certainly been my advice to the president, he said. Interesting. So he doesn't agree with the tariffs. Even his best friend doesn't agree with the tariffs. That's crazy. But you agree with the tariffs, right, Dino?
Well, I do know that Nancy Pelosi on June 27th, 1996 on C-SPAN.
Dino, I do know that I did ask you a question and you're not answering it. No.
I do agree with the tariffs.
No, let me tell you something, Dino. Here's the deal. I don't like when I ask men a question and they don't answer it, because then I start to feel that I'm being gaslit.
But it's funny because
I don't like being gaslighted.
I said something. It's gaslighted, not lit.
It's gaslighted. Thank you very much. Subs, do that thing you guys do. Is it not gaslighted?
No, it's gaslighted.
It's gaslighted.
Okay. But so what was your question again? Okay, it's gaslighted. You're correct. You're right.
Dino. Thank you.
Of course you're right about everything.
Yes, duh. All right. Yeah, so anywho, Dino, listen, I'm gonna ask a question for you again. You told me to ask the question. All right. So the question is even Elon doesn't agree with these tariffs, and they're best buddies. But you, some way, somehow, as an everyday American citizen, agree with Donald Trump's tariffs. Why is that, Dino?
I don't agree with all tariffs. Okay.
Hold on, I'm listening.
So I do think that there are some tariffs that are good so that we can help our financial benefits to the United States. Do you think that Nancy Pelosi agrees with some of these tariffs or no?
If she does, I really don't care what Nancy Pelosi thinks.
No.
Why? Do you think I'm like do you think I got a poster of Nancy Pelosi on my wall?
No, I think you got a poster of a Democratic liberalism on your
what?
wall.
Like, what do you think I have? Like, come on, I don't care what Nancy Pelosi said in 1996. You know how old I was in 1996?
But you care what Elon Musk said.
I was like 30 years old in 1996. I was too busy living life to care about what Nancy
30
Pelosi had
years
talking
ago
about.
back in 96? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm almost 60. Thank you very much.
So am I.
Exactly. All right. That's what happened when you drink your water and mind your business.
60. You look good for almost being 60.
You.
And
I
I'm
appreciate
being
it.
sincere when I say that.
Thank you. Even if you are, you meant it when you said it. You just didn't like my reaction. There we go. Anywho, moving on. So
why would you say that?
With these tariffs, that are being put into place, all right? What do you think is Donald Trump's end goal?
So I know you won't agree with what I think the end goal is. I think that he wants to bring manufacturing back to the United States. I think that we as a country need to be more independent and not relying on other countries. I think that we should bolster our manufacturing. And that's what I think these tariffs are going to do.
Dino, I don't mean to be the one to break it to you, but I kind of do mean to be the one to break it to you.
Okay.
You're wrong.
Am I?
Why am I you're wrong?
Yeah, I want to know why.
Because we already have car manufacturers saying that they're no longer going to import cars to the United States, Jaguar being one of them. All right. So here's the thing about bringing those manufacturing jobs back to the United States. All right. It's not just the countries who can decide not to do business with the United States anymore. It's the companies, the manufacturers who can be like, you know what? It's too expensive. It's not beneficial for us. We don't have to kowtow to him. We can do business elsewhere. The United States may be a market, but it is not the only market. All right. We can do business elsewhere. Jaguar is one of those companies that is choosing not to do business anymore in the United States. They don't want to import their vehicles here. So there's that. All right. And then also manufacturing jobs, bring them back. How? When these tariffs were announced, Stellantis decided to lay off 900 people. That's not bringing manufacturing jobs back. That's literally doing the opposite of what it is that Donald Trump said he was going to do. And we're only going to see more of it. So you have to tell us again, like, how is Donald Trump going to accomplish this? Like, even if he were to bring some manufacturing jobs back, do you think that they're going to just be like hired and then working in the factories overnight?
I do not think it's going to be overnight.
Exactly. So how long do you think it's going to take?
These jobs didn't go away overnight. I think it's probably going to take 5 to 10 years for this to happen.
Exactly. Donald Trump is only president for 4.
That's right.
Now, so here's the question that I have for you. All right. Why did American companies leave the United States in the first place?
NAFTA.
No.
No? Okay.
No.
Why did they leave?
No. Lower wages, because they got to pay people in other countries like Mexico and in Canada lower wages. That is why. All right. So
how do
he wants to bring these. No, hold on. How do we fix it?
Yeah, all
right. First, we would first have to make corporations pay their fair share in taxes, which Donald Trump isn't going to want to do, because Donald Trump already wants to make his tax cuts permanent.
What's the fair share?
The fair share?
Yeah. What's the fair share?
The fair share, I would say let's bring their tax rate. Let's bring their tax rate up to about 40%, maybe even 45% for corporations. Right? Make them pay their fair share. All right. Because with those taxes, guess what? That'll be able to help fund our government as it should. And that will allow people like you and I, because how much do you make a year, Dino, if you don't mind me asking?
I make just
show me yours, I'll show you.
I make just under $300,000 a year.
You just make right under. So even still, you wouldn't benefit from Donald Trump's tax cuts. So with that being said, Dino,
I pay about 42% in taxes.
Okay. And that's why I said, Dino, even still, you would not benefit from Donald Trump's tax cuts. All right. So let's go on. Let's continue on. All right. So here's the dealio. Okay. Donald Trump wants to do the $4.5 trillion tax cut, right? All right. He wants to take the tax rate, which he had already dropped, I believe, from can't remember. I want to say it was 35% down to 21%, and now he want to takes it down to it wasn't 35. It was like 30 something. I'll look it up and I'll get it for you to be sure. All right, but he wants to take it down to 14%, from 21 to 14%.
For what wage of what range of
No,
income?
babes. This is for actual my light went out, guys. This is for corporations, Dino. That's what I'm talking about. This is for corporations.
So what are corporations paying now?
Thank you. It was 27% to 21% is what Donald Trump did. And now he wants to take it from 21% to 14%.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
So why do corporations, all right, why do corporations need such a 14% tax cut?
Well, I know you'll disagree with this, but do you think that maybe that they could pay a higher wage to employees and also use that money for investing in the company to keep them inside the United States? No. Just so because you think it's because they want to get richer? Is that why?
No poop, Sherlock. Why you say that like that's not what's happening? Why did you say it that way? Like that's not what they doing. That was crazy work, Dino. Why would you say that?
I don't know.
That's exactly what they're doing though.
Is that why?
Yes, literally. All right. It was something that I was reading the other day about those tax cuts for the corporations. So here's the deal. All right. Those tax cuts did not do what they were supposed to do. The ones in 2017. All right. They didn't do what they were supposed to do. All right. We still see that let me see. This is from the Center for American Progress is what I'm reading this from. All right. And we saw that with Donald Trump's tax cuts, that those were literally skewed towards the wealthy. All right, especially when it came to corporations, because the corporations didn't do what they were supposed to do. What they did, and let me show you here, because I remember it. You know how they say that, like, if we give a corporation a tax cut, that, like, some way, somehow, the money that they save, they're going to reinvest it into their employees? All right, and they call that trickle-down economics. Sometimes supply side economics, if we're being technical.
Well, some of it I think is not just.
No. Answer that question. Are you familiar with it though?
I am, but what I'm saying is, I think that not only is it to reinvest in the people, but also in the technology for whatever it is they're making, like the steel industry. Instead of just paying employees a higher rate or higher wage, the technology has to be improved. And I think that's why a lot of steel, I think that's why a lot of steel went outside the country, because steel was made in Canada and Japan, and we had to import the steel because we lost the jobs.
Oh, I'm listening.
Oh, sorry.
I thought you were saying something.
No, you were busy. I didn't want to interrupt you.
I'm fine. I'm just fixing the light.
Yeah.
There we go. I'm listening to you.
That's it.
So bright. No. So basically, investment into employees actually slowed down according to the International Monetary Fund. So IMF. All right. They saw that in 2019 that companies had slowed down on investing in their actual employees. All right. Let me see here. Also, it also showed that in regards to wages, which is a form of reinvestment into your employees, giving them raises, that the bottom 90% of employees, so those outside of the C-suite, they didn't see increases in their wages. And if they did, it was only marginal compared to the bonuses in which the C-suite received. All right. So there's that part. All right. It didn't have the impact that it did. And then also with the type of tax cut that Donald Trump likes to give to the wealthy and also to corporations, all we typically get to see is a a widening of the wealth gap.
So do you think
that doesn't work for us?
Do you think it's beneficial to make it a benefit for a company to build something in the United States? So you don't think that making it more attractive for somebody to build in the United States so these jobs are even available, you think that's a bad thing?
No, I think I would want companies to build in the United States, like, but I would like for them to go about it the right way. All right, give them
So,
incentives to actually build here. It doesn't
like
have to
tax cuts,
necessarily be
like
no, it
tax
doesn't have to be
cuts.
it doesn't have to be tax cuts.
What
It
could
could
it
be
be?
grants. It could be grants. All
Grants
right. It could
from
be
the
funding.
from the government.
Yeah, grants do come from the government. Yeah.
I know what they are, but
Yeah.
so where does that money
Like
come
think
from?
about
So where does that money come from?
it comes from our taxes, but
Right.
if we are paying if everyone is paying their fair share in taxes, mainly
Oh,
the
I pay my
corporations,
fair share.
all right, then when do we have the funds to actually be able to do so? Because then they'll be able to allocate that money from the budget into these programs that would entice companies to come here to the United States. All right. Instead of saying, oh, look, we have the lowest corporate tax rate in the world. That's why you should come here. No, because in doing so, it F's everybody else over. It F's people like you and I over. It just does. All right. You may make a little less than 300K. I may make 100K, but like, bruh, I don't really make 100K. I'm rounding up, guys. A girl can dream. All right. So, anywho, so like, bruh, come on. It hurts us in the long run. Like, even look at what he's doing right now with the stock market and these tariffs. All right. People are afraid to look at their 401ks. All right. They're afraid because they're dropping so much. People have seen like 12, 17% dips in their 401ks since he did this last week.
And like I said, it's going to come back up. It's a fluctuation.
Do people have the time to wait though?
Absolutely.
That's the thing. Dino, no,
it's
they
the
don't.
same as it was a year ago.
Sadly, Dino, trigger warning.
Our tax is
it was not
the
the same as last
The
year.
Dow Jones is exactly what it was a year ago.
It's wiped out all of his gains that it got in that 1 year period, though. Man, it's down by 5.5%.
I'm glad that you finally agree now that it was the same a year ago, because you were.
I never said that it wasn't.
You were reluctant. You said no, it wasn't. You told me.
Dino, I never said that it wasn't.
You did too.
No.
You said no, it's not.
I said okay, but let's talk about how the gains that it did get over the last year are now lost. All right. So there's that.
And in the next year moving forward, it's going to go back up. That's what the stock market does.
And one of my stock bros, because I have like pretty cool people in my community, and I know that he can back this up with the source, but even him, he's talking about how we lost going 4 years of gains in just 2 months since Donald Trump took office. Okay, so I mean, Dino, you have to make it make sense for all of us. Like, just make it make sense for all of us. I want to understand it.
Here's where the divide is.
Yes, sir.
And it just comes from the fact that I'm a Republican. You're a Democrat.
I'm not a Democrat. Why would you put that on me?
Well, based on, did you vote for Trump?
Did I vote for Trump?
Yeah.
What kind of question? Why would you ask me that? No, I didn't vote for Trump.
Were you a libertarian?
No. Why would I be a libertarian?
Are you a Democrat?
No, I like to consider myself like a democratic socialist type deal.
Okay, so you are a Democrat.
Democratic socialist is a bit different.
To some degree.
It's because I kind of still believe in capitalism. Don't tell Alina. Y'all, don't tell Alina. Okay? Go on.
I don't know
what
Alina.
I know you don't know her. You should get to know her. She's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So
go on. I'm listening.
Like I said, there's not going to be an agreement here because I believe in the trickle-down economics. You don't.
Trickle-down economics doesn't work though.
You want government.
Oh my gosh.
And you want more government overseeing us.
You really you gotta tell us about how trickle-down economics works. But at first, I want you to meet Alina. Alina, hi. Hi.
Hey, Alina.
Hey guys, drop your balls in the chat for Alina. Drop them balls in the chat for Alina. Drop them. I get so aggressive on that part, like drop them. I want to see you. I gotta see them. Okay, tap. Guys, tap the screen. Oh, let's see. Guys, it is 460 of us up in here. All right, let's keep doing all of the good things. Why are we not at 100,000 likes, right? Like, guys, I have enough subs where I can go to a sub only chat, and I really don't want to. So let's tap the screen and get this up to 125,000 likes within the next 10 minutes. I know you can do it because I believe in you like you believe in me. All right. I'm going to go ahead and reset our goal. I think I need to reset it. I'm not quite sure. All right. But I will do that. All right. So let's knock that out. Let's take care of Alina while she's hanging out with us here. Also, guys, don't forget to share the live, but don't spam share it. I know I have a lot of rules, but guys, trust me. There's a method to my madness. All right. Just trust me, please. So, guys, thank you so much for being here. The love, the support, the encouragement, and engagement. Let's keep doing all of the good things. And let's see, Dino. So, like, Alina, she's my leftist friend, right? She doesn't do capitalism. All right.
Some trickle down this, trickle down that.
Yeah. Right. And like, what we want to know though is like, what evidence do you have that trickle down economics actually works? Supply side. Tell us, please.
I think that's what the United States is based on. I mean, what do you think the United States lives on? You don't think it's capitalism? I mean,
That's not what she asked.
It's not what I asked.
oh,
It's
well,
just not what I asked.
trickle down. So, I mean, it's just a theory. I guess I can't prove it to you. I just think that making it attractive.
It's not a theory. It's been put into practice. And so with it being put into practice, we would have evidence as to whether or not it works, right?
It's been put into practice longer than I've been alive.
Okay.
Not longer than I've been alive. I'm almost 60.
Is the country corrupt, or is the country destitute right now?
Yes.
Yes.
We are.
Yes.
I'm living in my
literally
home
just
right
talked
now.
about the market.
I'm living in my home right now. People are still eating, and people are still
Barely.
money. People are still putting gas in their car or electric.
Bruh. I'm just gonna keep saying bruh until you give us a source. Show us, other than your own personal experience, show us a source, some evidence that trickle down economics is effective, that it works, please, because it doesn't. But I want you to give it a scouts try or whatever they call it.
Well,
I don't know what it's called.
I guess I'm too ignorant to do it.
You're not too ignorant. Why would you say that about yourself?
No, I'm serious. I'm ignorant to show you the facts. I mean, it's not a bad thing. I mean, my daughter got upset because I said that she was ignorant about something. It's not a bad word.
It just means you don't know something.
Correct.
And it's okay not to know something.
I know what it means. And I can't, I'm ignorant to be able to show you and go give you a source. That's all.
So you just talk without giving sources? Like you just talk
What's
your
that?
feelings, or so you just talk about things that you don't even know how to find the source from? It's just like your vibes? I'm not trying to understand where you got this idea. If you said you're ignorant to finding sources, I'm just where
to finding a source that trickle down economics works is what I'm saying.
Yeah, and your claim is that it does work. So
Yeah.
where did you get that idea from?
Because I live it.
No, you don't live it. You just happen to have a career where you make a good amount of money. That's it. You don't actually live.
My kids, they live through it. My daughter-in-law owns a coffee shop.
These are all like anecdotal stories. That's not like.
All right, well, that's all I have for you. I don't have a source that I'm going to look up and say trickle down economics works because of this, and this. It's just.
Yeah, because if you actually look it up, you find a bunch of economists that say it doesn't work.
I don't think that socialism is something that the United States should be based on.
Do you know what socialism is?
Isn't it where government takes care of everybody? No.
You don't know what socialism is?
No, I don't.
It's where the workers own the means of production.
Okay.
All right. So that's literally it. And it's nothing more, nothing less. You don't have to overthink it.
Okay.
All right. And in a democratic socialist society, which I do like, like Switzerland, Sweden, all right, it does mean that the government does take care of its citizens by providing social programs to the benefit of its citizens, but also there is still private ownership of property, which is okay. All right. And I mean, I don't see what would be the problem of having healthcare for all, free education. There wouldn't be any issue with that. It would only benefit society. Do you not think so?
So do you think that, well, I don't know. I don't know how that would work out.
I'm listening.
I'm trying to think back what you said. Sorry, because I was.
It's okay. Do you want to go back to tariffs?
No.
You want to talk about isolationism?
No, I don't.
You don't? Oh, fudge. Okay, all right. So let me do this then while you think about what it is I said and you think of a response. Guys, let's keep tapping that screen. I did forget to put the sticker up, but you know what? Let's go for it. All right. We have a daily donation goal of $150. All right. Pay links are in the bio. Everything with Erica is the name. That's where you also can find me on Twitch and YouTube. Everything with Erica. I'm gonna get so much better at remember to do this. All right, but Everything with Erica is the name on Venmo. I also have a PayPal and I have a Zelle. Everything with Erica9@gmail.com. So if you'd like to show love, that'll be the best way to do so. And I thank you so very much. All right. Everything you donate does go to Bubba. Okay, so so yeah, again, exactly, Bubba's 401k. So guys, if you haven't already, please shoot me a follow over on Twitch and YouTube. Everything with Erica is the name. It's right up there. Links are in the bio. Also, I appreciate y'all. Thank you. All right. So
I'm confused. So you didn't start your goal at like 200 or 250 or something?
No, I started my goal at 150.
No, but I'm just confused because you've been on for like what, an hour and a half?
Yeah, I haven't gotten anything.
And almost 400 people, and not a single person sent like a 5, a 10.
I don't have the cap on. If I go put a cap and a hoodie on, they might give me something. Like somebody sent me. I haven't gotten any fun gifts. People have been doing a great job of knocking out the gift goal, but I haven't gotten any fun gifts or anything. But like, I promise you, if I go guys, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go put on a baseball cap. All right.
Champ.
And here comes Champ. And when you guys send me stuff, I'm going to be like, oh my gosh, awesome, cool. You're so fantastic. Wow.
You're
thank
amazing.
You. Oh my gosh.
Thank
you
so
amazing.
much.
Keeping up. You're amazing. Thank you so much. All right. Oh my God. We was kings. Oh my gosh. You're so cool. Thank you.
Just strict. If you have a Cash App, you can send it to mine and I'll send it to her via PayPal. Just make sure you say it's for Erica.
There we go.
Here comes Champ.
Oh my God, Tyrone, you're amazing. Thank you so much for the $5. Thank you. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. Guys, we're only $145 away from gold. Thank you so much. Drop some hearts in the chat for Ty. Is that Mr. Ty? Thank you, Mr. Ty. All right, there we go. Okay. All right, guys. I have to put hats on, and Alina keeps teacupping. Dino, I need you to do me a favor, okay?
Sure.
Oh my God, thank you so much for the money gun. That's my money gun sound. Oh my God, thank you for the butterfly wings. You guys are awesome. You're amazing. All right. Oh, I'm typing stuff in the Discord. Okay, guys. Dina, I need you to tell me which hat looks good, okay? Okay. All right. Speak up so I can hear you too.
Okay.
All right. Should I do this one? Hold on. I got big hair now. I got big hair.
Looks cute.
Okay.
I can't read it because it's under your. Okay. Yeah.
All right. Let's see.
I know. Which one do you think says "send me money" more?
Well, it's Dino, and why would she need somebody to send her money? Isn't that
because I'm awesome? Why are you questioning?
Is that a capitalistic thought?
Questioning that? Like what? I think I want to wear this one.
I don't know why he says like it's Dino, as if like anyone in the world is not going to look at it and say Dino.
Well, most people that are educated know how to read.
Boring.
Yeah, and most people that are educated are going to associate Dino as Dino because that's the short for dinosaur.
If you,
I'm sorry. Your parents spelled your name wrong.
If you see a bass,
I'm sorry that your
and you
parents
see
spelled
someone with a
your name
guitar
wrong.
that's a bass, do you know how to say a bass and a bass?
Does your picture show?
I never wear
the
okay, I'll wear the
dinosaur or a
camel one.
person?
I just realized.
No, it does not.
Okay, yeah, your picture shows nothing. So where's the context clues there?
So is your name Alina or Alina?
Oh
It
Lord.
could be said
Here we
either
go.
way, honestly.
Well, what is it? What's the correct way of saying it?
Alina.
So what if I call you Alina? Would you correct me?
People do it all the time.
Do you correct them?
Not in the way that you did. I really honestly don't care.
Shout out to Mark for the $10 for good and service. Mark, you're so amazing. Thank you. Thank you so much, Mark. I appreciate you. You're the best. I really do. Guys, I know I'm saying it like this, but I really do mean it. You are the best. All right. You really are. Truly the best. Better than all the rest. Shout out to Philip for the $5 to pay for tariffs. Thank you so much. Cheryl, thank you so much for the $5. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm doing math. That's
You need
$25.
more hype. You need to jump
More
up on your
hype?
chair and stuff. Yeah,
Oh God.
get crazy.
Cheryl, thank you so much for the $5. Oh God, no, I can't do
Yeah.
it. I can't do it. I
And
can't
if
do it.
you got to grab at your head, like, oh my God, it's the craziest
Oh
thing
my
ever.
God, you're so
Yeah.
amazing.
There you go.
I can't do it. They'll hate
Okay,
me,
champ.
Alina. They'll hate me so much. All right, guys, just like that, we're down to 115. If I did the math right. Am I doing the math right?
I don't know. I see Ren in the chat, but not in request. Ren, are you ready to come up here?
No, I'm doing it. I'm kind of doing a thing tonight. I'm trying to see
okay.
something. All right.
Okay.
It's 120. All right. I was $5 off. All right. There we go. All right, guys. We're 120 to go. 120 to go, guys. Let's go ahead. We'll be able to knock this out tonight. I know we will. We're having fun with Dino here. All right. But if you are a Donald Trump supporter, by all means, go ahead and request up so that we can have these talks. All right. Because I want to talk to people. And I got my other hat on that I never wore before.
I think you need a MAGA hat.
I think you need to shut up.
Come on now.
No, I don't like red. To be perfectly honest with you.
They got blue ones.
That's okay. I'm good. That's disgusting.
Is
That's
it
nasty? I think you need a Kamala shirt
I have a Kamala shirt.
and socks.
Yeah. I wipe
And a
my
bumper
ass with it.
sticker.
I wipe my ass with it.
You probably do more than that, you nasty pervert. Anywho, guys, tap the screen. Let's do all of the good things. All right. Let's see. What do we have here? Oh shit, the 53 boys is here. Did you do some research? This guy's not loading. The 53 boys, what it do?
Chilling. What y'all got going on?
We're talking about MAGA per usual. Did you do some research?
No, I ain't did nothing. I've been out all day. I ain't had a chance to wrestle with y'all yet.
What you come by here for then?
See what y'all had. See what y'all talking about, MAGA. See what research y'all done did so I can go debunk it.
Quite a bit. But if you ain't did no research, then ain't no point in having this conversation. So you want to do some research and try again tomorrow?
What I need to do research on?
I want you to do research on tariffs. I want you to do research on the Mar-a-Lago Accord. Also look at the Plaza Accord. I want you to look at the stock markets.
Stock market and the tariffs, they straight.
Okay, 53 boys, it's always a pleasure. Thank you so much for being here. All right, I'm going to go ahead and drop you down because that was nonsensical.
Okay, sound nice.
That was insanity. All right, Dino. Okay. Dino, what else do you want to talk about?
I guess that's about it. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
What do you want to talk about?
Let me see. What's this here?
Dinos. I want to talk about dinos.
Not the dinos. The dinos.
What's your favorite dino, Dino?
Probably T-Rex.
So basic.
Yeah.
Just basic.
No matter what I would have said, you would have said that, right? Just to be
No, because you could have said it a Apatosaurus. And I was
Just
like,
to
oh,
be
that's what's
insulted.
up.
Velociraptor.
You asked me what my
Let me
favorite
go.
was.
I should go
said
get my
it.
11-year-old and he'll give you a whole lesson on dinosaurs.
What she said, what's my favorite? I said T-Rex.
T-Rex
little
though,
arms?
just basic.
Come
Just
on now.
basic.
Those little arms.
Nobody's loading. Boo. All right. If you voted for Donald Trump. Oh, you have an echo, young lady. I can't see your name because I can't see without my glasses. Okay. Anywho, I like a Bronchiosaurus. Those are cool. Anywho, Dino, right?
Come on now.
Okay.
Don't be insultive. You know what I mean?
I'm not being insultive because I've been
Come on.
saying Dino and Dino. I've been going in and out of the
I-
two, and I want to make sure that I get it right.
Well,
Hold on
I
one
did
moment.
ask you to call me Dino, and
Dino.
you were respective until
Okay.
Alina came on,
And then we started talking about dinos.
and then you started, fucking with me a little bit about it. So,
What's your real name?
and I'm not triggered. My real name is Walter. My middle name's Dean.
Your mama named you Walter?
After my dad, yeah. Is that okay?
So your middle name is Dean. So where does Dino come from?
It's Dino. It's not
Then
Dino.
You spelled it wrong.
Dino.
I didn't spell it wrong.
Yeah, you
I
did.
don't think they want to be here. They keep teacupping.
No, I'm not teacupping. What the-
Oh no, the person up
Oh, I was
up
like-
top was teacupping, not you.
But do you really care, Alina? Do you really care to hear my story, Alina?
I don't.
I know.
I really just want to talk about the economic impact of all of this. And I do want to talk about isolationism. I really do. All right. Are you familiar with what that is?
I'm not. And I will freely say to you that I don't know.
Oh, wow. Okay. You know what? I appreciate that. Thank you, Dino.
You don't have to talk to me like this. I mean,
I'm not talking to you like this is how I talk.
Okay. All right.
Seriously, calm down. Right?
Yeah,
I'm
you're
calm.
getting a little elevated.
I'm calm. I just,
You don't sound calm.
So
this all started because you spelled it wrong. Like, I don't understand.
Alina, go fuck yourself, cunt. Okay? It's Dino.
Ooh, that's not nice.
Well, stop fucking with me about my goddamn name.
Dino, good grief. Calm. That is not okay. Yeah. Whoa. Guys, chat, please tap the screen. Let's keep doing all of the good things. All of the good things. That was not nice. Is that a sore spot for you? And I'm truly asking.
Listen.
Because if it is, then we'll let it go.
Here's the thing.
Yes.
I've been very respectful up until this point with Alina. There's no need to fuck with me about my name. You can call me triggered. Just be respectful, and I'll be respectful. Not you, Erica. Not you, Erica. I appreciate it.
Nice.
Well, you know what?
Nice.
Because it's like be respectful.
It's not your name. It's literally a name that you gave yourself.
I didn't give myself.
You spelled it wrong.
I didn't spell it wrong. Just because you don't know how to pronounce it doesn't
mean. Your name's Walter Dean.
Correct. And it's a nickname.
So if it was Dino, it would be Dean with an O.
It's a nickname. And it's Dino.
Really stuck on his name right now?
She is. I don't know why. It's like she like let it go, Alina.
We were talking about so many things, guys.
I know.
We were talking about a lot. Like we were talking about supply side economics. He said that he didn't know why it was beneficial or effective. He just seen it in his personal life that it has worked, and we're like, well, no, sir, it doesn't work. All right, so it doesn't, because like I mentioned earlier, hold on, no, we're gonna talk about that. Then we can go into isolationism.
Okay.
All right, and I will say to the chat, blacka. Y'all did this. Blacka. Y'all, if you didn't vote for Donald Trump, but you know someone that did, please share this live with them. All right. Have them come up and have a conversation with us, by all means. All right. It could be a cousin. It could be an uncle, a brother, a sister, your mama. It could be your daddy. It could be a sister, wife, your auntie, a conkle, a cousin. All right. Your baby mama's sister 5 times removed. I don't know. It does not matter. All right. Share the live with them. Okay. Have them come over so that we can have some conversations. All right. I appreciate you for all that you do. Thank you. Thank you very much. Blacka. Okay. So anywho, Yeah. So, like I was mentioning, with supply side economics, here's the thing. All right, it widens the wealth gap. All right, like when Reagan put it in. All right, basically, what ended up happening is that it did not create more jobs. All right, because we can even see that companies started to move out of the United States in the 80s. I know you said NAFTA, but it's actually started in the 80s, in the mid 80s, when companies started to leave the United States. Also, another thing here is that when Donald Trump implemented his version of supply side economics, giving the corporations a tax cut along with the wealthy, is that we saw companies like AT&T leave. All right, they just literally they shut down. They shut down. No, they didn't shut down operations here. I'm not going to say that because that could be taken many ways. They did layoffs. All right. Also, companies like Lenovo left, GoPro left. So it doesn't work. We see that it doesn't work. All right. And then also with supplies, a good thing for you to do is check out this right here. Is Investopedia. All right. It is a website. You can go check it out. It has sources that you can link back to verify the information. But basically, the title of the article for you is 5 reasons why supply side economics does not work. And again, it links back to sources for you. So you don't think that it's just an opinion piece. They don't work, buddy. I mean, they work for rich people, but they don't work.
It must work a little bit, because if it didn't work at all, the United States would be bankrupt.
Do you know how much debt we have?
I was about to say that actually, because our debt versus what we bring in is like a lot higher. We haven't had a
Like
surplus in
47
over
trillion.
25 years. Our balance hasn't been budgeted in decades. Like, what?
Yeah, and that's because of Trump, or that's because of capitalism.
He's played a part in it.
Trump's
I'd
played
say
a
it's
part.
because of I'd say it's
No.
because of trickle down.
I would say it's because of that. Also, we were much better off prior to Reagan implementing trickle down economics.
When Carter was around, the country was in great
Carter,
shape.
Ford,
The country
Nixon.
was in great shape back then.
Carter, Ford, and Nixon. Carter had other outside factors that were outside of his control. You can't say there was something that Carter did to cause the gas crisis.
No,
You can't say. That was outside of his control. And he did the best that he could with that. Like, sir, be for real. Like, what are you talking about? How come like on the right, Dino, on the right, what is it this thing that you all don't believe in, like cause and effect? Why, or you don't believe that things take time? And when I say things take time, that's the best way that I can put it. Is like you think that if they hold on one moment. No. Hold on one moment. No, the reason why I say that though, and please let me explain.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Is that like with Trump's tariffs that he did in 2018, right? We really didn't get to see the impact of those until about late 2019 with the farmers, when he had to do a bailout for the farmers. And then also C-19 hit. So everything was kind of put on stop. Like economically, everything was just, it stopped. All right. But then Joe Biden comes along in 2021, and all of these things are happening. Like inflation is going up, it's skyrocketing. All right. We have that. We see grocery prices going up. We see prices everywhere going up. And we somehow, without Joe Biden doing anything, we somehow blame Joe Biden for it.
I don't blame him for that.
Okay, but so what I'm asking you is on the right. So your party, if you can give us any insight, why does your party do that? Like, why is it always the president that's in office, office's fault, but they don't look at what previously happened? Why does that?
All I can do is speak for myself. And like C9, I don't want to say the C word, but C19, because I guess we're not allowed to say that on this platform. I got chastised for saying that the other night. But I think that that's what caused our economic problems that we had through that period. And that's why a lot of jobs were lost.
What caused a lot of, oh, you mean C19?
C19, yeah.
Well, no, C-19 did cause a lot of issues, right? But there were other factors at play. Again, the tariffs, because we still had a trade war with China,
Okay, right. Which we
and
probably always will.
I don't think we always will.
I do.
No, really, really, you think so?
I do.
Why? Why do you think so? Why do we always have to be in a trade war with China?
I'm not saying that we want to. I just think there always will be one. Do you think they're
I
ever
don't
going to?
think so either. I don't think so.
You
And
don't
the
think?
reason why I don't think so is because prior to Donald Trump coming in and charging the tariffs on the Chinese steel and doing the thing um, over there, the blanket tariff, is that we were perfectly fine with China. We were fine. And there have always been issues, but we weren't in a trade war with China. Well, I think I got to put my glasses on. But yeah, we weren't in a trade war with China. All right. That trade war that Donald Trump enacted with that country, what ended up happening is that China was like, you know what? We're not going to buy soybeans from your farmers. And our farmers were like, but China, all right, we export the most to you. You have to buy our soybeans. And they were like, no, because your president implemented these tariffs on us. So we don't care. Mm-mm. We have to pay more to import these. We don't want them. We'll get them elsewhere. And that's what they did. They got them elsewhere from
Where they
countries
getting
in South
from?
America. Countries in South America. I
Yeah.
want to say Brazil. If not Brazil, then Argentina. So that's what they did. That's what they did. They just went elsewhere to get their product. And guess what? Our farmers suffered because, again, they couldn't sell their supply, so they weren't making money. So many of them had to file Chapter 12 bankruptcy. And you know that $42 billion that Donald Trump was talking about saving because of tariffs, like the money that we made on tariffs, the $42 billion, $36 billion of that was spent bailing out farmers. And it wasn't even all farmers, but we don't have to get into that part. Just know he ain't helped no black farmers. But yeah.
How many black farmers you know?
Mm-hmm. How many black farmers do I know?
Yeah.
I don't farm, so I don't know, but I do know
Okay.
that there's two here in the state that I live in, like in this area.
Yeah.
There are two black farms. There are.
And
So
Donald Trump's the reason why bricks really took off.
Oh yeah, that's true too.
why bricks took off?
As the countries decided to find their own ways getting their goods sold and kind of cut US out.
I got hair on my face. Yeah, there's that part. All right, so let's end with this one here because I didn't ask you. Why did you vote for Donald Trump?
I just did.
Hey, Audrey, you just did? You didn't have any reason? You just
The reasons
Republican?
the reasons I voted for Trump, you're not going to agree with what I say and why I felt the way I did and why I voted.
Audrey.
So, you know.
You just always vote Republican?
No, I don't always vote Republican.
You didn't vote because of any type of policy? Like, why did you vote for Trump?
Well, I know that he's going to get our economy back. For one, now see, and this is right, and right here's why I don't even want to tell you, because I don't want to look at your silly antics and everything.
What silly antics?
Yeah,
I'm like, come on.
because everything I say, you're like, come
But
on.
I mean, look what he's doing. Come on. We have to be realistic here. You say he's going to get our economy back.
Hang on.
Like, how did he get our economy back the first time around? He didn't.
Hang on a second. You just a few moments ago, you just said that Republicans want things to happen right now, right away. And you're complaining because things haven't changed quick enough for you. He's been the president for 100 days.
Our economy was fine, Dino.
Our
The economy was
fine.
Yes, it was.
It was not
The
fine.
stock market was having gains, was gaining more than it ever had before. It was having some really good days. And then Donald Trump was like, you know what? This shit ain't broke, but I'm going to break it.
Every time a president gets elected, the stock market drops.
That's not true.
It is true.
That's not true. Excuse me. Because that's not true. All right. Because I can say that when Donald Trump was elected in 2024, all right, the next day the stock market saw like its best day of the year. All right. It saw a really great day the next day because people were hopeful. All
What
right.
about the day after that?
Now, when it started to to go down about maybe a week later.
Right. That's not.
All right.
It's like you
But
can't
it
just
wasn't
take one day
plummeting.
and quote
It
that.
wasn't plummeting. It was
I
not
didn't say
plummeting
plummeting. I
as
didn't
it
say
is
plummeting.
now. And I'm not expecting anything to happen overnight. I don't think that anything was wrong with the economy when Donald Trump came into office on January 20th of this year. I think that we were actually doing a really great job. Inflation, all right, was within range. All right. Our unemployment rate was fairly good. We actually had job growth. Now what we're seeing is we're seeing a deficit between jobs gained and jobs lost. So what that means is that we ain't adding as many jobs as we should, bruh. All right. Because did you know that how many jobs do you think were added in March?
I'm actually was trying to look it up, to be honest with you.
Go ahead.
I mean, if you know, I'll trust you. I'll trust your source if you know what it is.
Sorry. Yeah, 275,000 jobs were lost in the month of March. How many do you think we gained? Because they definitely had that headline about how many jobs were gained or added in the month of March, but nobody wanted to talk about the number of jobs lost. I'll just tell you the difference between the two was $48,000. 48,000.
And what were those jobs?
What do you mean? What were those jobs?
Like,
I
what
didn't mean to say it
market?
like that. I'm sorry.
What market? I mean,
There were jobs all across them, all different types of markets. What do you mean? What were those jobs?
Were they government jobs? Were they factory
that
workers?
were lost? Part of them were government jobs that were lost. Yeah, sure.
IRS workers
Sure.
for the government.
Well, they actually were able to get their thank you, Trisha. They actually have been hired back. So I'm pretty sure they don't count.
Just like the jobs that came back after C-19 don't count as Biden.
Talking about bounce back jobs.
Yeah, bounce back jobs under Biden.
I mean, like, do the bounce back jobs, do they like suddenly like not exist anymore just because the people weren't working them, or were they still there? You get what I'm saying? Like, just because those positions weren't filled, did they just go away? And then all of a sudden, because they got filled, oh, we can't like say that we can attribute that to Biden? Because these aren't like these were people that were furloughed. These were people who were out of work, who happened to find a job that was lost due to COVID.
Right.
And now they're working again.
Right.
So
okay. And just like I was able to say to you that when the economy crashed under C-19, you should also be able to say that once the recovery from C-19 was done, that those jobs came back, not because of anything.
But C-19 wasn't self-inflicted though. C-19 wasn't self-inflicted.
I'm not saying it was.
So like, okay, so how is the economy going to bounce back? Can you please tell the class?
How is the economy going to bounce back from what?
From this, what Trump is currently doing to us. This self-inflicted wound that Trump is imparting on us right now. How is the economy going to bounce back? How are people going to recover their 401ks? Because as far as I know, grandma and papa, they got to eat next month. They got to eat. All right. They do. There's people who are losing hundreds of thousands of dollars in the stock market. I don't know if I should really feel bad for them because they're rich, but there's also people who are losing thousands of dollars in the stock market. Like, come on, even Bitcoin has fallen down. So like, come on.
What's Bitcoin at now?
Let's be honest for just a moment here.
Like I said, it's transitional. It's like, yeah, the stock market, it fluctuates. And there's different reasons for that.
I'm sorry, but this is not a fluctuation.
It is
the line went straight down.
This is legitimately a crash, my guy. This is a crash.
It's not a crash. A crash is more
We're going down, baby.
It's not a crash. The crash is more than 20%.
Oh, I see something that's a straight line as bad. Straight line down, bad.
So
that's a crash, my guy.
earlier you had mentioned something about Ronald Reagan. Well, Ronald Reagan had the largest cumulative percentage increase of jobs at 15.6%. And you said that trickle-down economics doesn't work. And this is from Wikipedia.
What's the? I'm not going to clown you for that. What's the source behind it?
The Bureau of Labor Statistics.
Okay.
Now I'll give you this.
What are you
Bill
looking at?
Clinton
Oh,
created
hold on one moment.
18.6 million jobs.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Phil, thank you so much for sending out a subs. Thank you, Phil, for sending subs. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Y'all drop some hearts in the chat for Phil. Drop those hearts in the chat for Phil. Matter of fact, I haven't done a commercial all night long, so let's do a commercial, guys. All right. Here we go.
You don't want to talk about
hold
Reagan?
on one moment, doing a commercial. Guys, if you want to become a love also, by all means, click that star next to the chat bar. As a sub, as a love, you get access to a monthly drop. So if you're not feeling the op, you can drop. Also, you get to co-host, all right? If Ren is here, you get to co-host. Whoever's on the panel, it doesn't matter. You get to co-host, okay, for 30 minutes a month as a love. And last but not leastly, you get access to our amazing Discord, where a day doesn't go by that we don't make an appearance. I like seeing an appearance because it makes me feel fancy. All right, so become a love. Click that star next to the chat bar. I look forward to seeing you there. Okay. All right. Go on. I'm listening to you.
I thought I was going to do Ren's Arms of an Angel. I was like, I'm not ready for that, but I can do a little foot taps.
You're so funny. Go ahead, Dino. What were you saying?
No,
also, hold on, Dino. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Guys, we're still at 120. We're still at $120 in our daily donation. All right. I don't really want to do a sponsorship commercial without Ren, but you guys are kind of forcing my hand here. All right. So let's pay links are in the bio, Venmo and PayPal. I also have a Zelle, everything with Erica9@gmail.com. I definitely appreciate your support. All right. My skin only looks like this because of like also a little bit of a filter and water. You got to drink your water. All right. So please support me in my water habit. I thank you very much. Okay. Dino, go ahead. What were you saying before I remember something else?
I was just curious if you wanted to comment on the last.
I'm going to look into it.
About 15.6% increase.
Reagan have? Doom, 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 doom. So Reagan didn't raise the minimum wage, and non-farm employment did increase by 16.1 million. That's compared to 15.4 million in the preceding 8 years of his presidency. And also he lost manufacturing jobs. So manufacturing jobs went down were declined by 582,000.
Okay.
So they went down.
But you earlier you said you didn't care about what the jobs were. Now all of a sudden you want to say that manufacturing jobs matter.
No, I'm just saying that I didn't say that. I'm just literally telling you. I'm telling you what I'm reading.
I know, but
I'm telling you what I'm reading. Why are you trying to infer something? All I did was read. Why are you trying to infer something?
By the look on your face, how you're looking at it, you're like saying, well,
you take a lot. You're projecting. All right, you're projecting. I need you to stop doing that.
Well, you're trying to gaslight me.
I am not gaslighting you. I am not gaslighting you. I don't even know how to gaslight or gaslit people. All right. So please stop saying that. Thank you. All right. Who is this person here? All right. Alina's, I'm going to let you down, my dear.
Okay. Bye.
All right. Love you. Bye. Y'all drop your balls in the chat for Alina's. I don't know if this person's going to come up. They've been there for a while. Who knows? Okay. Anywho, Dino, back to it.
Yes, dear.
Good grief. I don't see enough balls in the chat, guys, and that makes me concerned because why are you not dropping your balls for Alina? I don't understand it. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay. Anywho, this person's not loading. So, Dino. Yes. All right. Outside of your own personal experience, I really want to talk about tariffs, and you want to talk about everything except for tariffs. All right. Are we going to talk about isolationism or no?
I told you, I do not know what isolationism is.
Okay. So basically what it is when a country is by itself. All right.
Well,
They
okay,
don't
all right.
participate in free trade. All right. They don't get involved in other conflicts. All right. And so there's different types. All right. So I'm totally okay with the type of isolationism that like Switzerland practices. You know how people say I'm Switzerland, so they mean that they're neutral.
Right, okay, yeah.
Yeah, I'm perfectly okay with that. Like, why should we be involved? Why should we be the world's police? Right? Why should we be the world's police? However, we have set that standard for ourselves. So here we are as the world's police. Okay. And we can't just stop doing that. Now, there's also economic isolation. All right. And that's what Donald Trump is doing to the United States right now. All right. He is basically cutting us off from the rest of the world. And that's not okay because we live in a free trade economy. It is what it is. But Donald Trump doesn't like that. So my question is, can you think of a time in history where like the United States did in fact isolate itself and what was the outcome of it?
Not in my lifetime.
No. How old are you?
I'm 58 years old.
58? Oh my gosh, we're the same age. That's crazy. Can you believe that?
I can't.
If
you saw me, you would say, yes, you look like you're 58. But looking at you, when you said you were almost 60, I just about fell over because I seriously would not put you. I would barely put you at 40.
Yeah, almost 60 is crazy. I tell you, when you drink your water, bring your Don Julio. All right, and mind your business. This is what happens. Okay, so anywho, here's the deal. Okay, so it's something that I like to talk about. And again, I try to tell people that here we are not having debates, we're having talks. Sometimes they may be heated talks, but these aren't debates because you can't really argue numbers because the numbers are the numbers, right? Men lie, women lie, numbers don't, right? Well, then request up if you're MAGA. I love to talk to ya. If you're MAGA, I am MAGA. You see how these people act? I am MAGA. Do you go around saying that, Dino? Saying I am MAGA?
I don't.
Okay.
I'm looking at this post or whatever that somebody put in there, Shannon BG. I think it's funny. It says when you aren't hateful, you age slower, Dino. So she just can't give it up. See, she spelled Dino the right way, DYNO. That's how you say Dino. But Dino is DINO. Shannon.
Dino.
Yes,
Is everything okay at home?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I just want to make sure. All right. It's okay. It's okay. People spell my name with a K all the time. And you know what I say? It's a C, not a K. And we move on. One time someone spelled my name with a A. It was a lot. It was literally, it's like they did it phonetically.
ARICA, Erica.
It was a lot. It was a lot. Anywho, moving on. Okay, so basically, we can't isolate ourselves. All right, we need to have other countries. We need to have partnerships with these countries. Okay, all right. And the reason why we need to have these things is because we can't operate on our own. All right, we need our allies, and Trump is isolating us from our allies. Like Canada said, "Hey, we no longer have a partnership with America." How does that make you feel? Do you think that we don't need Canada?
I think we need Canada. I think that we can have free trade and have tariffs, or no tariffs is what I think that we're looking for, is no tariffs. I think that's what Trump has in mind.
Accomplish that.
Not to have any tariff. Free trade, reciprocal tariffs. That's what
Trump
the plan
doesn't
is.
Want zero tariffs.
Well, not zero.
Do you want to hear what my theory is about what Trump wants?
I do. Reciprocal tariffs, though, is what I think he's.
It's actually not a theory that I came up with. This is something that actually happened before during the Reagan administration in 1985. It's the Plaza Accord. I was talking about it earlier. I think you were here for that, Dino.
Right. I think maybe right towards the end of it. But go ahead.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So the G5 countries, specifically Germany, Japan, and the United States, got together to devalue the value of the dollar, to bring down the value of the dollar. And it was basically to help the U.S. Exports into their country, so imports into their country become more competitive. All right, because what happens is like because the dollar is as strong as it is, when we import something, we pay, let's say, $35 for it. Shout out to Melvin if he's still here. We talked about this last night, but we pay like $35 for it. All right. But when we send it back to China and they have to pay their import duty on it, they're only paying like, let's say 10 for it, right?
Okay.
So there's a difference. All right. It's a $15 deficit there, right?
Right.
Okay. All right. So basically what Trump wants to do is make the dollar value less. So let's say if it comes to the United States, it costs $10. And when it goes to China, it costs $10. All right. So that way people will be more apt to get exports from the United States. I'm saying exports because it's coming from our country to another, or we can just say imports into their country. All right. So there's that part. Now, with that being said, that is not going to spur manufacturing growth here because we simply don't have the infrastructure nor the labor force. Do you know how many open jobs we have right now in the United States?
I have no idea.
8 million. Like basically almost 8 million. It's like 7.6 million. You know how many unemployed people we have in the United States?
12 million. I don't know.
No, 7. We have more jobs open than we have unemployed people.
So why aren't they working?
Exactly. Why aren't they working? Why aren't the companies hiring? That should be the question that we're asking. Why aren't the companies hiring? Hey, Jay, tell me why. I just want to know. Why aren't the companies hiring? All right, but some way, somehow, we're going to have all these manufacturing jobs come back. What are we going to be manufacturing? Because us, the consumers, we're still going to be paying more money. Isn't that right, Jay? Like, think about it. Like, if the companies left the United States in the first place because it's more expensive to actually produce and manufacture here in the United States, what makes people think that it's actually going to cost less to do so now? Hmm? Dino, why are you so quiet?
No, I'm here.
Oh, but why are you so quiet?
I don't have an answer for you.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And I'm really not saying this to be a smart ass, even though I know you're gonna say that I am, but you don't have the answer. There is no answer.
I
All
know.
right. What Donald Trump is doing to us right now is pretty wicked. It's like it's sick. All right. And like the argument that it's just gonna bounce back, me don't like you. You know why me don't like you? Is because this is just another way for the rich to get richer. All right. All right. There's so much here to unpack, Dino. There's so much to unpack. All right. There's the manufacturing jobs that aren't going to come back. All right. There's people losing money in their 401ks and in the stock market. They're not getting that money back. The money's gone. All right. There's people who are trying to figure out like how they're going to eat next month, pay their bills. So we have so much to think about here. There's a global economy. We're going to see inflation go up. Do you know Costco is like a parking lot because everybody's trying to rack up on everything? Speaking of Costco, I got to get paper towels. Fudge. So yeah, we have to think about these things. Like seriously. So Dino, anything else you want to add?
Nah, I'm good.
You good, love? Did you have fun?
Yeah, it was all right.
It's all right. All right. Well, thank you for coming by. I hope you have a great night.
See ya. Bye.
Bye. Yeah, this is what can you do? Why does this person keep requesting up? Are they tapping and not tapping the right place? Guys, if you oh, hey Uncle B.
Hey, what's going on, Queen?
The rent. I said it there. Don't worry about it. All right, one moment,
Hey,
Uncle B.
listen,
moment.
I would like
Okay.
to send you a copy of my book. Do
Okay.
you have Kindle?
No, I don't have Kindle, but I do have Amazon. I guess I can download it. Let me go to the Amazon website right now. If I know how to type. Do, 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 do. What's the name of the book?
A Brother's Redemption.
I legit can't type tonight. It's crazy. Oh, you have paperback. Okay, I'll just go ahead and buy it. You don't have to send me a You don't have to send me it. I'll buy it.
You should.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Got it right here.
If you can do me a favor and if you like the book, tell about 10 people.
Tell about 10 people. I can do that for
Yeah.
you too.
Just
I got
10.
something to do. I think, and where I'll be in a place to actually read. So you know what? I'll do that for you.
It's an easy read. You can
Okay.
probably go through the book in like 2 hours.
Okay,
So it's
bet.
not a hard read.
Okay, I believe you. So let me see here. And some,
Oh,
I have to add some more stuff to my cart. But yes, I'll
right.
definitely do this.
I have a audio book. I'm producing an audio book, and it should be up in about another month.
Hey, y'all, hold on one moment, Uncle B. Did Dino not leave? He's still here? I thought you left.
I thought you had to drop me.
I thought you left. I didn't know you were still here. I did not know. Honk, honk. I didn't know you were still here. All right, Dino, I'll go ahead and drop you.
I'm going to go get extinct.
Okay, goodbye. All right.
Hey,
okay, Uncle B. Yes, sir?
I tried to send you a dono, but you don't have Cash App, do you?
No, sir. I only have Venmo, PayPal, and Zelle.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have to figure it out because I don't have any of those.
Oh, it's okay.
So
But I appreciate you.
What I had to download? What is it?
You can do Venmo. You can download Venmo, or if you want Ren, can he send it to you? You gotta pay. If you send it to Ren, though, you gotta pay a convenience fee. You gotta show Ren some love too.
Well, that's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
Now, do she send me a DM or do I just go to her page?
Oh, Ren's, yes, Ren's is on her page. So when you go to Ren's page, Raptured Ren is right there. Is Neray, NEI RAY. That really did slip my mind for a moment. I'm so sorry, y'all.
Say it one more time. You know, I got Alzheimer's setting in on me.
No, don't say that. All right.
It is.
It is though. Oh, okay.
I have this brain disorder, and they give you 10 to 15 years after you start having symptoms. And I'm the same age as my brother when he passed away.
Oh,
so
wow.
I kind of feel like I'm living on borrowed time. So that's why, I want to get as many people I can to read that book.
Most definitely. I'm definitely buying the copy tonight for you, Mr. B. Uncle B. I'm sorry. Can I call you Unc? Can I just call you Unc?
You sure can.
All right,
absolutely.
All right. And Unc,
All right.
I just got $5. I just got $5 from Mallory. She wanted to tell you something. She said, please let Uncle B know I love his book so far. So shout out to Mallory. She loves your book so far. Yeah. So right.
Nice?
She just told 300 people that she loves your book. So awesome.
Oh,
yep.
Man.
So guys, it's A Brother's Redemption. Y'all be sure to go get that book. Oh, my light just went out.
I got about 18 reviews on Amazon right now.
Yes, you do.
But one of them gave me 5 stars.
All but one? Do I got to go see about somebody?
It should be a movie.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh, that is fantastic.
one lady said that she picked up a mail before she got in line to go pick a kid up from school, and she said she couldn't put the book down.
Oh, that is wonderful.
One lady
Most
said
definitely.
she
I'm gonna
read
read
it
this
4 times over, and she found something inspirational about it every time she read it. So
that is beautiful. Okay.
yeah,
I think everyone
yeah,
needs to get a copy of A Brother's Redemption. A Brother's
I sure
Redemption
do
available
appreciate it.
Kindle and paperback. All right. If you're
Yeah,
not following Uncle B, by all means, show the brother some love and follow Uncle B, y'all. That is
thank
awesome.
y'all. Thank you.
Of
And you
course.
know, like I said, that audio book, I'm probably about a month away, but that's gonna be on there too.
Oh, nice. Wonderful. All right. I'm looking forward to it because I love me a good audiobook.
All
I'm
right,
not even kidding.
all
I
right.
love me a good
Let me
audiobook.
get out of here.
All
Seeing they
right, Uncle
gonna
B.
jump on me.
All right, Uncle B. Thank you so much for coming by.
All right, we'll see you.
All right, good night. Y'all draw some hearts in the chat for Uncle B. That was awesome. All right. That was so awesome. Okay, guys, I have the book in my cart. I'm buying it tonight because I have to buy some other stuff. So I'm buying it tonight. Yes. So, guys, if you voted for Donald Trump, by all means, request up. Let's have a talk. All right. It's just me. I can't see. She can't see with the head in her face. If y'all don't think that I'm like this for real, y'all should ask my friends. This is not an act. This is real. Okay. This is real life. Like, who did that? This is real. All right, guys. What are we? Oh, we're $115 away from goal, guys. 115 away from goal. I know we can go ahead and knock that out. I know we can knock that out, guys. Pay links are in the bio, Venmo and PayPal. Also, I have a Zelle, everything with Erica9@gmail.com. All right. Also, we're still working on the goose heads. I said I haven't done something fun in a while, so why not give a little honk honk while we're here? All right. Just keep doing all of the good things. And if you voted for Donald Trump, by all means, request up because this is not a safe space for you. It just isn't. I don't think that this is a safe space for you. You shouldn't be here if you voted for Donald Trump just yapping in the comments. You should have the testicular fortitude, the cojones, what is it called? Cojones? All right. What do women have? I don't know. The tits? I don't know. I don't know. But just request up if you voted for Donald Trump. All right. There is no don't be afraid. I don't bite. I just ask questions. That's literally all I do. I ask questions. We're just having a talk. That's it. Just a talk. Just yes, you should have the over. Well, maybe they don't have them. I don't. I don't want to go with that one. I don't know because maybe they had a hysterectomy. Who knows? All right. So if you voted for Donald Trump, by all means, request up and let's have a conversation. What is that name? I can't see it. I really need to put my glasses on. Hi. What's your name?
Hi, I'm Ani.
Ani. Okay. Oops, I dropped some glasses. Okay, Ani. So did you vote for Trump?
Yeah, I did.
You did? How old are you?
40.
40? Wow. Okay, I'm almost 60. All right.
You do not look 60. Wow.
I know. Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay. I get told that all the time, by the way. Okay, so let's see. What do we want to talk about? Let's just get it out of the way real quick. All right. Real short summary, like no more than like 3 sentences. Why did you vote for Trump?
I just don't like the other side, I guess.
What does that mean?
I mean, you got to pick one of the 2 options. So it seemed
I
like
know, but you say I don't like the other side, then like you give reason why you don't like the other side. So why don't you like the other side?
I mean, I just didn't feel like Kamala was very smart as a leader, so didn't hear like to think that she was saying many intelligent things. A lot of the sentences kind of went on and on, didn't really get to the point. Didn't seem like there was a plan that was different than what we'd already seen with Biden. So didn't like that.
All right, guys, bear with me while I try to read this, okay? I'm going to try to read this, all right? Okay. All right, it says, this is Donald Trump. This is recently, guys. All right, it says, what do you think? Ah, damn it, I got to pull it up. Oh, I got it in the chat. Shout out to Ari. Shout out to Ari for posting this in her Discord because she's the absolute best. All right, here we go. I got it. But guys, this is what I'm reading. And so this is what you're seeing on the screen to follow along with. All right. So Donald Trump was asked this by Harris Faulkner of Fox News. What do you think they protesters wanted? This is talking about all of the protests that occurred on April 5th this past Saturday. What do you think they need right now from you? This is what Donald Trump said verbatim. All right. Now, let me go ahead and change it back because I'm going to read it out to you since you guys got to take a look over it. I just really enjoyed the suspense. Okay, there we go. All right. He said, protesters for different reasons. You're protesting also because, you know, they just didn't know. I watched very closely. Why are you here? They really weren't able to say, but they were there for a reason, perhaps. But a lot of them really were there because they're following the crowd. A lot of them were there because what we witnessed was a terrible thing. What we saw was a terrible thing. And we've seen it over the years. We haven't, you know, this was one horrible example, but you've seen other terrible examples. You know that better than anybody who would know it. And I know it. I've seen it too. I've seen it before I was president. I've seen it. I think it's a shame. I think it's a disgrace and it's got to stop. What the hell are he talking about?
You want me to
What is
translate
he
that?
talking about?
You want me to translate that?
What is he talking? Why do you have to translate it? Why,
I mean,
why does it have to be
I understood
translated?
it. It sounds like you don't understand what he said. I understand it.
I did not understand it. So you speak Trump?
Yeah, I mean,
You speak Trump? Okay, all right,
listened to him
cool.
enough. I kind of get the point.
Okay, what was he trying to say? Because I don't understand why you all have to
He's
translate what
basically-
he says.
He's basically
Why
saying
can't what he says just make sense?
Well, he's basically saying it in a nice way, I guess. He's like, I don't care about these people protesting because they're all followers and none of them make any sense to
I
him.
didn't hear him say that part.
He called them followers.
I didn't hear him say that part.
You didn't.
I mean, the only thing that you got from that was followers and that he doesn't care. I don't think you're translating that well, friend.
Well, I mean, I'll tell you, MAGA doesn't care about these protesters.
I don't
It's
think
it's
that
funny.
you're.
It's
I just
funny.
don't think that you are.
I mean, you guys
translating
think
that well.
you guys think it's important, but like nobody cares. We won. We're in charge. We don't care what you guys are complaining
Oh,
about.
you won the sports game?
No, we won.
Because that's what you're treating it like. It's
we
not
won
a
the
sports
judicial
game.
branch, the legislative
And so
branch.
how is
the
he? So how
executive
is
branch.
Donald Trump actually doing anything with that judicial branch, with that legislative
We
branch
won the popular
under
vote.
Republican and conservative control? How is Donald Trump actually improving the lives for everyday American citizens? What has he done?
Well, it's the plan's in the works. It's 35 days in or 45 days in or whatever.
He has the House and the Senate. He has the full legislative branch on his side. What has he passed to improve the quality of life for everyday American citizens?
I mean,
Because as far as we know, he only wants to pass a $4.5 trillion tax cut. All right. That's going to be detrimental to our Medicaid system. So we know that part. So please tell us.
I don't think we know.
Because we do know that because they want to cut $200 million from the federal budget.
Do you
and they
think
told the Energy and Commerce Committee that that's what they want to do. And that's what they're responsible for. And that committee itself is the subcommittee of it. The health one is actually responsible for the Medicaid budget.
Do you think
and
that
so
Medicaid
even congressmen are saying that you can't cut $200 million from the budget without touching Medicaid is fiscally impossible.
Do you think that you can support Medicaid and Social Security and any of these other entitlement programs with fraud and abuse that happens in these programs? Do you think
what fraud? Why are we what? So why are they not addressing the fraud? Why are they cutting funds from the program? That's the thing that doesn't make sense. All right, if I need to address the fraud in something, I'm not going to go taking away money from the program. That's not where the fraud lies. The fraud isn't in the amount of money that I've allocated for the program itself. All right. The fraud is the people who are actually committing the crime. So what you want to do is you want to go after the people. And then you also want to put processes, policies, procedures. All right. Put things into place that will actually prevent this fraud from occurring. Why not do that? Why are we cutting the actual budget for these programs. That part doesn't make sense.
Well, he's not cutting Social Security to people that legally and like they're supposed to get Social Security. He's not cutting Medicare to people that are.
Think about what you're saying.
Medicare.
Think about the heart means. Think about what you're saying, please. I beg of you.
Well,
You said that he's not cutting it for the people
I'll give you an example.
Aren't committing fraud. That doesn't make any sense.
Look. I used to live in LA, and there was a lot of immigrant people in my building, and you know, my family's immigrants too, and they used to come from their country.
You voted for Trump?
Yeah, of course, a lot of us did. And he got more Hispanic voters than Kamala.
He said, "Close the door."
Anyway, so
you did.
People would come into LA. They'd get set up with an apartment, and then there was a lady in the building. She'd get them set up with all these programs. These are programs for citizens, but these are like like not undocumented people taking advantage of all these different programs that California provides, and it's fraud, and they all know it's fraud. They keep it on the down low, and they get paid.
Source.
I'm the source.
This is just no, you're not a source. No, sir. No.
Well,
I would need something that's verifiable. I can't just take your word. You want me to just trust you, bro? You just want me to trust you, bro? I don't want to trust you, bro.
I mean, I'm sure everybody here who's seen it themselves will believe it too.
Bro.
You don't think there's any SNAP fraud?
Bruh, I don't want to just trust you. Show me a source. Give me something.
You tell me that everybody who gets SNAP is supposed to get it.
Give me something. You're not gonna give me something?
Well, if you want to lie and
but no, because you keep going back to my point though.
You know what?
The whole point is why are we no. Why are we cutting funds from programs that can actually help people instead of addressing the actual issue at hand? So if fraud is the issue at hand, wouldn't I want to put again safeguards, policies, procedures, processes, train more employees that are able to spot the fraud, to address the fraud, and then, mitigate it, handle it, like why not do that part? Why are we cutting funding?
Your philosophy is you want to have more government to make sure government works better, but that's not how Republicans think. We need less.
Republicans don't think about the human impact of it all at all. No, you're right. You're right. Republicans don't think that way.
No, we of course.
And they don't. But hold on one moment. We don't need more government to make sure that government is actually working efficiently. All right. What we have right now is we just need to basically improve the systems that we already have. All right. Instead of just cutting funding and saying, okay, now, no, I'm using it. And by the way, I'm about to use an arbitrary number. Okay. All right. So instead of saying, okay, we have 20 million on Medicaid. All right. And we have a budget that sustains that 20 million people. Let's cut the budget. So now that only 10 million people will be able to get Medicaid. Again, these are arbitrary numbers. All right. That doesn't make any sense when we could easily keep 20 million people insured and simply improve our systems. Yes, it wouldn't happen overnight. We all are fully aware of that. Nothing happens overnight except for the stock market crashing because of Donald Trump's tariffs. But that's another story. I won't pivot. All right. But if we were to actually put into place, again, systems that actually work, then we can reduce the fraud. You're never going to 100% get rid of fraud. It's just not going to happen. If there is a will, there is a way. But can we reduce it? Yes, we can reduce it. And that's what they need to be looking at instead of basically cutting the funding to where children are going to go uninsured. You can't have that. That's not the American way.
I don't think we've seen that happen yet, and I don't think that's going to happen.
It's estimated that 15 million people are going to lose their Medicaid insurance. 15 million United States citizens are going to lose their Medicaid.
Look, this is all fear mongering.
It's not fear mongering. It's the truth. Why is the truth fear mongering?
We can talk about it when it happens. It hasn't happened.
No. Why do we have to wait and see?
It's not going to happen.
Why do we have to wait and see?
Kill 20 million people too, right?
I don't know. Is he?
Well, you probably want to tell everybody he does.
I mean, you might want to, like, if you're going to say something, at least say something that's actually based in fact, that's based in the truth.
There's a word.
Why would you say that?
There's a word that Trump made for this.
But why would you say that?
I'm being hyperbolic.
Are you going to say TDS? Are you going to say TDS because you have TDS?
It's fake news.
It's not fake news.
It's fake.
It's not over 100 economists told us prior to Donald Trump coming into office in January 20th that Donald Trump's tax plan, Donald Trump's tariff plan will be detrimental for the United States economy.
Because
They
want
told us,
Kamala.
they
want
told us,
Democrats.
no, that's a lie. They told us that we would see inflation. They told us that.
You know, you had
They told
55
us that
top
the
security
market, they
people.
told us that the market would suffer great losses. We
Listen.
are currently seeing that. So it's not fear mongering when it's true. It's just the truth.
You also had 55 top national security advisors tell all the media in the world that the Hunter Biden laptop was a fake story.
What does Hunter Biden's laptop have to do with the price of tea in Ghana?
I don't believe these experts. You're quoting them. I don't believe them. I want to see what happens. I trust in Trump.
How much hubris, how much like ego do you have? You trust in Trump is wild.
I'm watching the system, and you know what? If this was a household where the household took in $50,000 a year and they spent $150,000, I'd say they have a problem. They need somebody to come in and shake things up and fix things.
Trump is the one that added over $7 trillion to the debt his first go around.
Yeah,
to the national debt his first go around.
You know what? This is
but
round
he's
two.
the guy that's going to save us money.
Well, this
like
is
that's
round,
the guy.
Well, no. Elon is really.
Elon is the one that's telling Trump that he needs to get rid of the tariffs, to roll back the tariffs. Did you know that? You didn't know that, did you?
The tariffs and the deficit are two different things.
I understand that. But what I'm saying is Trump and Elon don't always agree.
That's fine. But Elon's not responsible for trade.
So are you like a crypto bro?
Elon is responsible for efficiency. The guy runs.
Are you like a crypto bro
businesses.
or something?
Am I a what?
Are you like a crypto bro?
I've bought crypto in the past. I don't have any right now.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think that Elon agrees with Trump on this at all. I just don't. And also, didn't Doge have to walk back the 5 biggest savings that they put on that wall? They had to walk those back because they didn't really actually save that money. That was a lie.
I don't know about that. There's
you
no
don't know
doubt
about that. You want to talk about it?
There's no doubt in my mind that in a how many $1 trillion budget, there's a lot of waste. There's a lot of waste. And what Elon is saying, he's going to be able to cut $1 trillion a year, and that's not going to quite cut it. They're going to need another $1 trillion
a year as well.
Well, there's a $2 trillion deficit, so you need to cut $1 trillion of waste, and you have to cut $1 trillion just from tightening the belt. Tightening the belt.
It's not happening.
I don't know if Trump's going to tighten the belt, to be honest. He does like to spend. So, yeah, I mean, that's why I don't have a lot of faith in this long term because, it's just I don't see the mathing, but it's a lot better than what the Democrats were proposing. And nobody is talking about it.
Okay, so Donald Trump and Elon
is another thing
lied.
So that's another big area.
Definitely lied. So let's talk about those 5 things that they had to take off the wall. One being 3 $655 million cuts at U.S. aid, right? Which actually only turned out to be $18 million in total. All right, you go from having $1.8 billion, all right, to only having 18 million. The math doesn't math. It does not math. It's not mathing. And it actually wasn't 1.8 billion. I want to do the calculator on that. Bear with me for just a moment.
How much money did they save by eliminating the USAID?
I don't know. You tell the class.
At least 50
because
to
it
100
hasn't
billion.
it hasn't been eliminated, by the way.
Well,
it still actually is a thing.
You have a lot of
it hasn't been eliminated.
Well, they would like to, but a lot of radical judges
they would like to, and you know what? I would like to date Trevante Rose, but it's not happening. Okay, so they haven't gotten rid of it. Okay,
there's a legal process.
There's that.
There's a lot of left-wing judges that are blocking those efforts.
Doesn't matter. They haven't done it. You're speaking in absolutes, and they haven't done it yet. But also, let's talk about the other ones. All right. There also was a lie about an $8 billion cut at ICE that they talked about. All right, but that actually only have been $8 million. All right, I think Elon is confusing his B and his M's. That might be the issue here. He might not know how many zeros go between the two, so there could be that. Also, there was the
Are we not?
232.
Are we in
No,
disagreement? that
we're
Elon
we're
is a-
talking about the cuts. We're talking about all the money that
Let me-
Doge is
sure,
saving.
I know, but they're
That
they
not saving.
only just started, right? So, but let me ask you a question.
They,
Like,
now
do
is
you
that they
think
only just started? Honk honk. Why do
you-
we keep? Why does the
the
goalpost
plan
keep
is
moving?
their goal? I mean, if you remember what Trump said before he took office, he said,
Why does the goalpost keep moving?
"No,
That's all I'm asking you.
I'm gonna give you some context." He said that Elon and Vivek were remember when they were together. It was the Vivek and Elon show. They started Doge, and he said the plan is that they have 2 years to figure out where to cut. It wasn't like I need $2 trillion cut tomorrow. It was the plan was they're gonna look at
Well,
everything.
that's how he came in about it, lying
No, no,
about
no.
all these cuts that they
In
were in
December,
fact
that's
not
what he said.
doing. So
In
there's
December-
that part.
In December, that's what he said. He said
But
Vivek and Elon are gonna come in. They got 2 years to figure it out.
And guess what they did? They tried to push it. So propaganda. All right. They tried to push it as if they were saving all of this money. And in fact, they aren't. They just aren't. The 5 biggest cuts that they claimed to make were all a lie, and they had to walk those back.
Okay,
All
maybe
right.
maybe
So
they
they're
made some
lying. So
mistakes.
how can we even trust that they're doing what they said they're going to be doing?
I mean,
Because they're not.
I'm just sitting back and
All
waiting.
right.
But let me ask you this.
Yeah, exactly. You're sitting back and waiting.
Well, I'm not looking at
Exactly
it-
the
I'm not
point.
looking at the
Hey,
both sides.
Ren, how are you?
I trust that there's some smart people, but let
Ren
me
is
ask you-
talking. Be quiet, please.
I'm good.
Hey, Ren. How are you, love?
I'm doing pretty good. Just sitting here,
Fantastic.
listening to Ani play the Trust Me Bro Olympics.
Yes. Yes, he's
Um,
going for gold.
yeah. I have a question. You keep saying that he gave Elon 2 years, but since they did not make Doge, they didn't go through the process of making Doge into a actual recognizable government agency. And they also did not have Elon go through the confirmation process to be the head of said agency. He can't work for the government for 2 whole years without some type of audit or things being involved.
Do you know
So
what kind of
how is he gonna do
employee?
that?
Yeah. Do you know what kind of employee Elon is?
I mean, Doge can exist without Elon. It's not. He's not. He's not the whole department. And you know,
Jesus Christ.
just like he's going to step
Elon
out.
is
in
a
30
special
days.
government employee. He is only allowed access for 130 days. Time's almost up, my boy.
Do you think Doge ends when Elon's time's up?
But they were touting Elon as the one that was going to be the one to save all this money, and so far it's not happening. And I just
think
don't
it's
understand
the
why you don't want to
department.
talk about that part.
I'm not concerned about that because he's going to hand over the reins to the next genius person who's taking over. Do you realize the team that Elon has? Okay, well, I was going to ask this question earlier. I didn't get a chance to.
Oh, God.
Do you doubt that Elon, the richest man in the world, who owns Tesla and SpaceX and all these
How
other
much of
companies,
Tesla does Elon own?
I don't know, about less than 20%, but it's like
Mhm.
it's
Only
100.
12. Only
Okay.
12. How much money has Tesla lost in the past 3 months?
I mean, I own Tesla stock. I know very well, and
800 billion.
it goes up, it goes down, but
No. 800 billion. Tell the class the truth.
what is Tesla
All right.
worth?
They lost over half at 800 billion. So we can estimate that it's probably about 1.6 trillion, and he lost half of it. So wouldn't that be $800 billion?
Okay, so listen, I'm not. I guess we're missing the point. Do you think that this man is
You
brilliant
asked the
or
question,
not?
I answered it. I'm sorry. What did you say?
The question was, do you doubt that this guy who owns SpaceX, Tesla, and all these other companies, who is a foolish man or a brilliant man? I mean, I guess how would you classify him?
He's definitely not a genius. He's not a genius at all.
You think people accidentally fall into that kind of success?
Donald Trump has definitely failed his way up, but
Trump
no,
is nowhere.
he's not
Trump is
stupid.
nowhere
No,
near Elon
he's
as far
not
as success.
stupid, but he's no genius. He's definitely not a genius.
Who
That
is a
people like to
genius?
claim he as.
Who is a
What did you
genius?
say, Ren?
He's a capitalist. He bought his way
Exactly.
into everything he has.
He purchased SpaceX. He purchased Tesla. He just purchases stuff. That's it.
You know that Tesla didn't have any cars before he joined the company. Like,
Doesn't matter. It still existed. Who
he
is that?
created
Hey,
all of it.
hold on one moment. Lovely. Thank you so much. Lovely is my name. Thank you so much for subbing. Oh my gosh, you're the best. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So
Is
hey,
it
also
a
if
bad
you
thing to be
guys want
subbing?
to become a love, by all means, hit that star next to the chat bar. You get access to a monthly drop. So if you're not feeling the op, you can drop them. Also, you get access to the co-hosting position for 30 minutes a month, where you can come up here with Ren and I and have these conversations with these magas. And you get access to our amazing Discord. There's not a day that goes by where we don't make an appearance. Yes, I said appearance because it makes me feel fancy. Now, with that being said, the Discord is where all the fun happens. So I hope to see you there. I look forward to it. Become a love today. All right, there we go.
Tesla had
saying?
not Tesla had not produced any vehicles before Elon
It
joined.
doesn't matter. He still purchased it. It doesn't matter. He purchased it. He didn't create anything.
What does that mean? Like you want him to like physically bend the metal with his hands?
No, I mean like Nikola Tesla was a creator. That was an inventor. Even Alexander Bell Graham, who was a piece of poo, that was a creator. All right.
So like he didn't design the car.
Yeah. I think he did design the Cybertruck after his torso.
That's pretty funny. All right, I'm a little tired now, so
I thought it was funny too.
Thank you for the debate.
No, don't go. Don't go.
Good night. Take care.
No, don't go. Don't go.
He ran
That
off.
was fun.
He ran
That was
off
a lot of fun.
because you weren't just trusting him.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun, guys. Tap, tap, tap the screen. Share the live. Let's keep doing all of the good things. We're still $115 to go. All right. Pay links are in the bio. Venmo, PayPal. Also, I have a Zelle. Everything with Erica9@gmail.com. Let's continue to do all the good things. Why are we looking on our thing? Oh, we're halfway to the honk honks. All right. So I think we can go ahead and knock those out. Honk honk. All right. Ren is here. She's hanging out with us. So fantastic. Make sure y'all show all the love to Ren. Her pay links are in her bio too. Nee Ray is the name. Cash App and Venmo. Let's see here. Oh, I see one of my favorite people is watching. Hi, I miss you. I hope everything is awesome. Okay. Honk, honk. Honk, honk.
Yes, I already
honk.
knew it. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. This is like, first, I want to thank God. Also, I want to thank the content creator, Erica Shante. Shout out to Ren.
What the hell are you doing, Brittany?
I don't know.
What the hell is she doing?
I think she feel like she just won an award and she's thanking her people. I don't
Why?
know. I don't know. I haven't told you what my mama taught me.
Because I'm starstruck. Like Ren is y'all. Look at Ren. Oh my gosh. This is like no, it's not even. I can't even. There's no comparison. This is the Ren and Erica show, and I get to be on it. I cannot deal right now. Okay, everybody go back. We're going to talk about the topics and just need to calm down.
Hey, Brittany.
Yes.
Is it moonshine?
Oh my God. It is Brittany showing her arse. Okay. Okay, yeah. That's why. The manager said, I already know. Oh my gosh. She is going everywhere. Love it. They were like, let her on. Go ahead. Put her on. She's cray. Let's go.
What the hell are you talking about?
It's my imagination. Here's my imagination. It was all imagined. I imagined that. I've been seeing you on TikTok. You're very influential. You're amazing. You're gorgeous. Then you've got this new setup. And so I think producers found you and they picked you up. And then they said,
producer found me. I bought some lights. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
No, this is definitely Jim Bean. This is definitely Jim Bean. This is
Jim Bean. Oh, are you talking about my grandpa Jim?
Pretty, you're not funny.
I'm not.
Definitely. You're not. What do you
I'm not. I tried it, but I was like, whoa, yeah, that's not for me. Okay.
Thanks.
But
I hate it.
Did you ever get your frog hoodie fixed?
my who? What?
Your frog hoodie?
Hey, YouTubers. I hope you all are doing well. YouTubers, if you're still listening, you're still watching, go ahead and make sure you hit that thumbs up button. All right. Let me see you drop some love in the chat over there on YouTube. So, because soon enough, guys, one day eventually I'm going to have enough subs and like followers on YouTube, and we're going to be doing super chats. And it's going to be awesome. I'm going to have memberships. I'm going to have the whole shebang bang. All right. So, yeah, let's go. Oh, snap. I need to order something tonight. Okay. All right. Moving on. Okay. What do you want, Brittany?
Oh, this is where the producers are like, keep that girl. Anything you want, $5. I just wanted to say that because there's comedians and then they're like, what do you want? Anything you want, $5. Like people say that.
I'm sorry. What?
But no, I was saying because nowadays you got to explain everything to people because they get really offended.
Yes, the YouTube is Everything with Erica. It's up top here. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's Everything with Erica on YouTube. We're currently live there also. So by all means, if you aren't following me on YouTube, go ahead and do so. Shoot me a follow. I promise it's free. It's free. It's a free on Twitch too, y'all.
That's
Thank
right.
you.
You know, that's right. Share the live. You know what else is free? Tapping the screen. That's right. Let's go because teamwork make dream work. I might have a manager tube now, but I don't. Okay. Listen, everybody. Listen up. Oh, happy
Rin.
day.
Rin.
Brittany, what?
Is she manic? Like, what's happening?
Oh no, I don't know. Everything's gonna be okay. Cause when Jesus, I know this ain't religious.
I'm just done.
Thank you. I was about to do that. I was so about to do that. That was absolutely stupid. I didn't like it. I didn't like it.
Yeah, I was done. I was like, yep, if you're gonna get mad at me, you just gonna have to be mad at me because I was done.
I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. I don't like it. I didn't like it. So if you voted for Donald Trump, by all means request up. Ren, go ahead and do a oh wait, we about to be gone. It's about to be 10 o'clock. I'm going to sleep.
Yeah, I was gonna say I ain't gonna do the Mac call. We only got 6 minutes left.
Well, so, I got close to the hitting the goal today.
Shit.
Tariff is kicking our ass.
I'm like, I need to understand why y'all embarrassing me. Like, I'm sitting here in the chat. I'm sitting here. I'm like, okay, they gonna clear out this goal. They gonna take care of Erica while I'm not there. And then, like, y'all just. Oh, Phil said check Venmo. Y'all just like, y'all embarrassing me. Y'all must not like when I'm here. Like, y'all don't like me being around in the chat with y'all and stuff. Yeah, I don't understand. Why do y'all treat me so bad?
Okay, Phil. Thank you. Thank you, Phil, for the $2. The USA spent $21.7 billion in 2024, and he didn't win the popular vote. He won by plurality. Yes, he did. Ooh, yay, Rahel. Thank you so much for subbing. Thank you. Shout out to Rahel. Welcome back. You were already a sub, so that means that you let it lapse and then you came back. I accept that. Thank you so much. Thank you for being a love. I appreciate you. Drop some hearts in the chat for Rahel. Oh, Uncle B. Uncle B. Drop some hearts in the chat for Uncle B for the $20. Thank you so much. That is so sweet. Aww. Thanks, Uncle B. All right. So that's going to be, if I minus 20, that's 95. If I minus 2, that's 93. Look, guys, I did math out loud. All right. Ooh. I am not afraid to show you that I am just like you. We all have to do math. We have to do math. We do. Ooh. We just do. We just have to do math. Yes, that's so awesome. Thank you. Oh, blagger. That's my favorite word. What you talking about? Honk, honk. I love the ducky. It's so cute. It's not a duck. It's a geese, actually. Honk, honk. I sent you an invite, I am blagger. Let's see what happens. I bet you won't come up.
Hear me roar.
I bet you won't come up. All right. Mods, if you see them in the chat talking, that yap, that's what I'm gonna say. Talking that yap, then by all means, send them an invite. If they don't accept, you know what to do. You can't yap here. You can yap from outside of the club. Honk honk. I like that one. Honk honk. It's so funny. Phil knows just how much I do not like those odd numbers.
Right.
Thank you, Phil. Thank you, Phil, for the 13 for evening it out. Thank you so much. All right, guys, we're at $80 to go. I really want to talk to some Trump supporters, but I don't want to do a restart. So, Ren, while you're here with us, can you please do the MAGA call?
Okay.
Drop those hearts for Phil. I don't see enough hearts in the chat, y'all.
Here.
Please.
Okay. Ready?
Wait.
Here, MAGA, 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 MAGA. Here, MAGA, 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 MAGA. Sweet, sweet. Here, MAGA, 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 MAGA.
Blacka, 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 blacka.
Here, blacka, blacka, blacka. Sweet.
Oh, God. All right. So, guys, if you voted for Donald Trump, by all means, go ahead and request up. Let's have a conversation. No one here bites, I promise. And if you didn't vote for Trump, by all means, you should share the live. You should share it with your daddy, your uncle, your sister, your brother, your cousin, your mother, whoever it was in your family that you no longer talk to that voted for Trump. By all means, share it. This could be a bridge. All right. This could be a bridge. All right. So share the live with them. It could be a sister wife, a cousin, a uncle, a husband. Hell, it can even be, let's see, who do I want to do this time? It could be your best friends, aunties, uncles, baby daddy, sister, cousin, 3 times removed. It does not matter. Share the live with them. All right. So that we can have these conversations and, have some talks. Because the talks have been pretty, pretty cool today. All right. I told y'all, we don't debate here. We just talk. Okay. That's what we do. And I get to be a little bit of a smartass. That's my thing. All right. Guys, tap the screen, share the live. Oh, Jonathan, that is totally understandable. They are scared. I think they are scared. They some PABs, as Alina would say, some PABs. That's what they are, some PABs. So, like, if you're not a PAB and you voted for Donald Trump, by all means, you should go ahead and request up.
Does that mean kitten behind female dogs?
I'm sorry, what?
Kitten, like cat, or behind.
Yes.
And a female dog.
That's exactly what it means. It means pussy ass bitch. All right. Tap the screen, guys. Tap the screen. Share the live. Let's keep doing all the good things. Oh my gosh, you guys knocked out the honk honks. Thank you so much for knocking those out. Honk honk. All right. Cool beans. I'm gonna go something small again.
Oh, man. You said we're both too set in our ways. No, if you can come up here with sources and actually show facts, I can absolutely be proven wrong. I invite you to prove me wrong with facts.
Okay. I'm almost 60. The fuck? Guys, tap the screen, share the live. It's a cat on my head. That's neat. Thank you, Shannon. That was neat. That was cool.
I don't know. Cat was slapping you in the head, though.
I know, right? Like pitty pat paps. Like that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right, guys. So yes, if you voted for Donald Trump, by all means, go ahead and request up. Let's keep doing all of the good things. All right. Someone said chat PayPal. I already checked PayPal. I don't have anything in PayPal.
Oh, Uncle B, she did get your
Oh yeah, I got it, Uncle B. Thank you. Ooh, I dropped that phone. It was loud. Yes, I got it, Uncle B. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Who's live right now? Since nobody wants to come over here, which is wild behavior to me, because like pretty friggin' awesome. Like what?
They haven't gotten their
They haven't gotten their memo yet?
No, they ain't got the spin for the week yet.
Okay, that happens. That definitely happens. Trying to see who's live that I would want to go raid, and I don't see anyone that I want to go raid.
I might go MAGA hunting a little bit.
You
Maybe.
say that every night and then don't go MAGA hunting.
I know I go to sleep. I go to sleep.
Like
But I
you
might
literally
actually
say
today.
that. You might actually do it today.
I might. But honestly, it's going in those lives, them folks are just
It's
unreasonable.
fun as fudge.
Yeah, Parkers, but I've been doing way too much of that.
Thank you, Adrian, for the $1, love. Thank you so much for appreciate what you do. Thank you, love. Y'all drop some hearts in the chat for Adrian. Thank you. That is awesome. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I guess I'm gonna call it, guys. Well, Ren, I'm sorry that you didn't get a debate in, but we'll try again tomorrow. When are you gonna go live?
I was thinking about doing it tomorrow, but
Tomorrow?
yeah.
I know I'm gonna be live tomorrow and live Wednesday, live Thursday, live Friday. Wednesday though, I'm gonna have to do it later because I don't have to do it later. No, I don't. Practice, yeah, practice would be fine. Thursday and Friday. I may not be live Saturday though. I may not. I don't know. I'm not sure yet.
I don't know. We'll talk about it.
Okay. All right. But y'all, thank you so much for being here. Ren, you want to say any final words to the people?
Yeah, fuck the law.
There you go. All right. Okay, guys. Thank you so very much. So much. All right. Tomorrow I'm gonna try a different hat, and I may actually do the hoodie. I heard that the hoodie is really sells it. So tomorrow I might do that. But I want to thank you all so much for being here. Thank you for the love, the support, the encouragement, and the engagement. What I am going to do is I'm going to figure out how I can bring more focus to the call-in number. I want to be able to do that. And I also want to bring more focus to this right here. Hold on, let me see if I can move this. It won't let me move my sticker. Fudge stickles. Darn at it. Anywho, I'll fix my sticker. Oh wait, that's because it's not a sticker. I don't know what I'm doing sometimes, y'all. I'm just here. I'm just here for the vibes. All right. But thank you so much for being here. Can you see my Skittles? All right.
Mhm.
Thank you all so much for being here. I appreciate y'all. And hope y'all enjoy the rest of your night. Do all the good things. And please remember, if you can't do something kind for yourself, do something kind for someone else. Night, night. The tariffs are biting. They're biting.
Confidence.
Hello.
So wait a minute. You're you're off tonight.
Yes.
So
Yeah,
you're
she
up
got-
till
she got-
7.
She got talked
Congratulations.
me to sleep. Listen, I stay right here on this live and go to sleep on y'all and take my nap and wake back
And
up.
have watched you do this many times. Watch.
He's like professional.
Then the camera's still on, so I'm like,
Oh shit! I don't gotta get down either. I mean, y'all know I go to sleep on y'all in a heartbeat.
yeah, no, I know.
I didn't want to hold y'all space.
We good. Like it's 2 spaces for those dirty motherfuckers to get up here.
Yeah. Shit, I wake up talking shit and go back to sleep. I mean, hell,
Me fuck your motherfucking tears, bitch. You fucking penguin loving fuck laying in garage.
And go right back to sleep. Ain't this
talking some
to be?
nonsense. I wake up for it.
Whack, whack.
She wake up on it. She wake up for the bullshit.
Roxy, welcome
Yeah,
up. Can I
man.
get your age and who you voted for?
51 Trump.
Fuck me. I'm not going to sleep yet.
Somebody was gonna fuck your sleep up, man. You know that, right?
All right. So why did you vote Trump?
I voted Trump, like in 2020, like, and I just did not like. How can I explain this?
There's a substance.
The whole Biden administration, and then we had. I don't know how to say her name right because I always get corrected. I say
Kamala.
I always say Kamala. So
It's Kamala.
Kamala.
And I just
How's her last name? Just say fine. So just say Harris. Quit trying to say her first name then, and just say Harris.
Okay, I'm not up here for an attitude. I am just being
Attitude
nice.
because hold on, because you said I gave you attitude because you said you don't know her name, and I said if you can't pronounce her first name, just say Harris, and that's attitude. But you brought it to the
Okay,
table.
so I did not like
This is why I can't
any
fuck
of
with white
these
women,
parts
Mama T.
to
Get your
I just work here.
I
Get your
told y'all
peoples.
it was
Take it up with
substances
management.
tonight. Didn't I say substances right away? I said that shit.
Oh my.
I told all y'all.
Let's let her speak. It's ladies' night. Come on, lady.
I'm gonna go on mute, but I'm making y'all aware that that's what the fuck we dealing with.
We got it.
All right.
Roxy, okay, what's that, Roxy? So you couldn't vote for Kamala because of why?
I just didn't agree with like some of the things that she would bring to the table.
Mm-hmm.
In other words, like she
Quiet.
okay.
Hey, I don't know. Can you go on mute for a second? Let her finish.
There. Like I didn't like the part of like the open borders.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay, what else?
When was the borders ever open?
Never opened.
No, because Biden and Harris did leave the borders open.
When?
Didn't your dumpy Trumpy you supposed to be building the border wall?
Hey,
Okay, what happened to it?
I'm gonna say if he wants to build a wall and they can still climb over it, well, what do you want me to do?
Well, now we're asking you, did he build the wall or did he not build the wall?
Last I know, he was still building the wall.
He was still building the wall. And when was he still building it?
If I believe down like Texas area, if I'm correct.
What?
You didn't see the wall, and then did you see the big opening
He only
also?
built 2 miles. Was it 2 miles or 200 miles?
Ma'am,
The wall.
ma'am, he didn't build no wall. He built a half.
Hey,
of
I'm
one.
here to. I'm just telling you.
About altogether, altogether it was about 200 plus miles of wall, but it was wall that he repaired, and he only built about 50 miles worth of actual new wall after.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Took money
Okay,
from
and like
FEMA
I'm
to
here
build the
to
wall.
listen.
Why are you interrupting me, Roxy? You already said that I scared you. Apparently,
You did
couldn't
not
even
scare
finish my
me.
fucking sentence. The
I
fuck.
was trying to say that I'm here
Clearly,
to
I did
listen
because it was the
to both
attitude and the
sides.
aggression. The fuck.
So I can't be here to listen to both sides.
You ain't damn your motherfucker.
And then I'm called all kinds of names. Oh, that's awesome.
Ain't nobody even called you out your name. What is you talking
that was me. I didn't call you a name. I said somebody got boinged up in this motherfucker, man. Like, somebody getting boinged. It was a boing, and I heard the boing.
Yeah, I heard the boing too. I heard the boing in the background. That's why I'm like, who called her out her name? What is you talking about, lady? Nobody's
No,
calling
you are like the fuck. Like I know what I
to
heard.
say the fuck is not calling you out of your name.
Yeah, we wouldn't call you out your name.
Are you Roxy?
You're playing victim right now, Roxy, and I don't like it.
This is management, Roxy. We have some rules up here that we like to go by. And one of those rules is you cannot come up here and wave your white flag. Nobody is a victim up here. All right. It's freedom of speech up here. So if you don't like the freedom